Mel, what's good with you, Mel? Well, Mel, what's good with you, man? Raw Sports
Hey, how
Radio
you?
with another live. I'm your boy, Super Dave, man. I'm Dave, man. Who else could I be? I'm here with my partner Mel, man. Mel gonna keep it swell with you. You know what I'm saying,
How you feel, brother?
I'm feeling good, brother. How you feeling?
All is well. All is well. I can't complain.
Well, I hate to be the one to complain. You know what I'm saying? This guy, man, right here on your screen, Dion, prime time. This Joker, man, sitting at home after retirement. How long? I don't know how long Dion was sitting at home after retirement until he got his green jacket. What, about 10, 15 years? I guess the money was, I don't know. I'm just assuming like any other casual fan or, or outside. Man, he decides, to take on the job, the plight, to HBCUs. He knew the challenge he was up against before he took the job. You know, he came in with this, this conscious mindset and this, spiritual this glorious path, and had people believing. Everybody was believing in Dion's his plight, his mission. His we believe. I think we believe was what Dion, the path that Dion was on. Man, he had everybody buying into the HBC, going back to the HBCs. You got over there in Jackson State. You got what's that? The Titans running back Eddie George, former Tennessee Titans running back. He over,
Absolutely.
he over there, coaching or whatever. So the other NFL guy, I forgot the quarterback Doug, the quarterback from the Redskins back in the day, one of the first quarterbacks. I think he's over there at Grambling. If I don't quote me, I think that was him, and he had everybody buying into it. He had all the parents. He had 5-star, number one overall, Travis Hunter come in to Jackson State. Man, this guy had NFL player, NFL coaches, former NFL coach Mike Zimmer. He even had the dude Tim Brewster. He coached for the Dallas Cowboys and the Vikings. He had all the support in the world, man, and he was on a mission, doing good. Getting his little championships in the swag, which really ain't that competitive. So he won on that level. Had Nick Saban called him out. Well, he said that they asked him when he was going to play a real team, and he said he wasn't ready for it. But he said he was going to lead him to the highest level on the as a competitor. I think he signed like a 5-year contract, something like that. That was unfulfilled. I just ain't feeling this move. Just man, get straight to the point, man. I really ain't feeling this move that Dion just made, man. He had everybody buying into it, man. He had Pete Diddy, all the rappers, Snoop, Wallow, and Gilly the Kid. I mean, he had tremendous support, man, from everybody. Why, he had everybody, all these young black men, telling them to come back to the HBCUs and be loyal to the HBCUs. But you ain't even loyal to the HBCU. You about your own pockets, nigga. You a false prophet. You like a Negro preacher out here for yourself. And I ain't feeling it. I hear you deep breathing over there because I know you don't agree with me. That's why I got you here. Talk to me. Talk to the people, man. Let them know we ain't all monolith.
But brother Dave, I got to take issue with you. Unlike you,
Uh-huh.
I've spent a lot of time around Deion Sanders. When Deion Sanders was at Florida State, I was a student over at Florida A&M, and each and every weekend, me and Deion Sanders, we would hang at the Moon. There's a club called the music. It was called the Musical Moon back then, but a lot of brothers and sisters would hang there, and oftentimes Deion Sanders would cater the club. Prime been a superstar. He's a natural. He's the cream of the crop. When it comes to athletics, he's a baseball player, football player, basketball players. He's one of a kind. So I know the man. I've spent time with the man, and I know what type of person he is. As a person. and the person was describing is not Dion. You see, you make a distinction between programs. Collegiate football is collegiate football. It doesn't matter where you coach at. College football is college football. You know, the man is gifted as an athlete and a coach. It's just in his DNA. You see, so the man was given an opportunity to go to the coach at Jackson State. You see, and as a result, he had the opportunity to prove himself. You see, the man is an outstanding coach, not just as far as getting results on the field, but as far as creating positive young men. As far as being a young man, as far as the athletes and the students, he don't just coach football; he coaches how to be a better person. You see, so you make it sound like he just sold out. No, that's not the case. The man had the opportunity to prove himself, and he proved himself. College football is college football. It doesn't matter what school you go to. If you want to play pro football, it's about your stats. I don't care if you go big school, JUCO, Alabama, Georgia. It doesn't matter. MEAC conference, SEAC conference. That doesn't matter. It's about your stats. If you lead a conference in whatever conference you play in, if you lead that conference in stats, you can run a fast time of 40. That's what scouts are looking at. Deion Sanders brought the.
Hold that thought. So based on what you just said, that it ain't about the school you play at, then why choose to go to a Power 5 conference?
Say it again.
Hold on. Where you play at, then why choose to go to a Power 5 conference? Why not stay at the HBCU? Why not?
Okay.
If it's about the money, then why get a bigger bag for it then?
I can only speculate. You want to know the answer to that question, you're probably going to have to ask Dion. But one thing I know about Dion is he's very competitive. And you know him. As an athlete, he likes to compete. He can compete as an athlete or a coach on any level. And the fact that he chose to go to Colorado, you're gonna have to ask him. But maybe he believes he can compete on that level. Other coaches have done it.
He was supposed to be.
Say it again.
He was supposed to be the standard, but like I said, man, he didn't have to come in. How my mic sounding? It sound kind of weird right now.
Oh, you okay?
It sounds like I got the. Hold on a second, man.
It's a little muffled, just a little muffled.
A little muffled. What about now?
Better.
Okay, so based on, I'm not making this up about Dion. I'm going on Dion based on what Dion said. Dion didn't have to come out saying that, hey, God sent me to Jackson State. Nobody told him to say that. He could have just came in like a regular person. He's not regular. We know he's not regular. But like Eddie George came in, he didn't come in saying God sent him here, God sent him there at Jackson State. Having all the women on TV, getting all the blacks emotionally, getting them all riled up and everything, and having them buy into it. We believe, his movement. We believe he didn't have to do all that. He could have just came in here quietly, fulfilled his contract. But nah, he didn't even do that. Like he's saying, he building something at Jackson State. He was talking like he was going to retire there. You know what I'm saying? Even if he would have just finished out his contract, I would have respected that. But he didn't even do that. He got 2 more years on his contract. His contract doesn't expire until December the 15th, 2024. So how can you show up at a place and just half build a damn house, man? You barely set the foundation, even try yet. You got mass support from the coaches, man. You got all the NFL, you got the celebrities supporting you. Pete Diddy supporting you. Pete Diddy supporting you. He donating to you. You even got Ja Rule supporting you. He donating to you. I got pull that up on the screen too. But you got NFL coach Mike Zimmerman supporting you. Excuse me, Mike Zimmer, and you got Tim Brewster. Like you just brought Mike Zimmer in this year, and then you just for Travis Hunter. Maybe he could transfer. We'll find out tomorrow. The transfer portal opens up tomorrow, December 5th. So more than likely he'll probably go over there. But he said he was going to sacrifice, all the things that he could to go to a HBCU. But before people can before everybody can get comfortable and get their feet set, this joker already out the door, man. It's like he for himself, and I don't really like that. It's almost like the man missed being off the camera, man. It's like you miss being the man. Everything, you know what I'm saying? This dude is vain, man. Even when he was hurt, man, it was all about him coming out the tunnel and shit. Bro, if you're hurt, get the hell out the way. Let the players come through. That's for the players, man. It's all about Dion. Cameras everywhere in his face. It's supposed to be about the player, man. University, HBCU. I mean, I'm just asking you. Everything I said was based on what he said. God sent him to Jackson State. And now what, you quitting now? Backsliding? You lukewarm? Come on, man. You perform, you got them championship on a swag level, Division 2? Or
Division what?
It's Division 1.
All right, then, just Division 1. Okay, so prime time. He's always been prime time. Spotlighted.
But you were scared. You said we weren't ready. So we saying, okay, he said give him another year. Well, we see what another year got him. He's a Fox. And what did he do? He skated out to Colorado. I don't like it, Mel. On it.
I understand. Spotlight has always been on Dion. He's the cream of the crop. You're talking about professional sports, football. He's the cream of the crop. He's always had the spotlight ever since I've been knowing him for decades. So, you've been at the center of everything. That's nothing new. When he came to Atlanta and played with the Falcons, the spotlight was on him. He's very outspoken, but he can bag it up, both on the field and as a coach. It's been proven. In those seasons, I believe 3 seasons, his tenure with Jackson State, he only had 5 losses. So the man has proven himself. That's why the offer was made. Now, if the man said if the man said God told him to come there, that tells me the man is spiritual. So be it. I'm not going to question that. Because to have that kind of prowess that he have, you got to be blessed by God. You know what I mean? Athletes that have been in existence, and only a few come to his level. So that tells me the man is led by God. Regardless of what you think about it, regardless of the decisions you make, there's a time and a season for everything. There's a time and a season for everything. And the man felt that it was time to move on. So that doesn't diminish what he's done. Come again?
Saying this was a God move. This was a move
I can't question the man. The man said God told him to come to Jackson State, so be it. He didn't have to come there. The man is multi-millionaire. He loves the sport, and he does. Come again?
Sound like a false prophet to me.
Dion is an athlete and a coach, not a prophet. He he doesn't preach. He's not a prophet.
I can't tell.
But he acts like a prophet as a coach, and his football prowess. You would think he's a prophet. You understand? As his athletic success, you would think he's a prophet. He's on that level. You see, he's proven himself. A coach is a coach. A coach is a good coach, regardless of what level you. You could be Pee Wee League with the kids. It could be high school. It could be college or pro. If you're a good coach, you're a good coach. If you're a bad coach, you're a bad coach. It doesn't matter where you coach. Some people have different aptitudes when it comes to coaching, playing, or aptitude. It doesn't matter. The man is gifted.
Now I understand why Eddie Robinson, Jr. said that Dion ain't swag, and we see that he ain't swag. The man came in, got how many championships he got? I don't think he got that many championships.
He has a conference title. He won a conference title. He won his conference title yesterday.
Right?
At Jackson State won the conference yesterday.
I don't I don't even think he won that many because he got beat by SC State last year. They whooped his ass, whooped up on him. I forgot the final score on that game, but they blew him out. So all that talking, man, he couldn't even win on his level. The regular season is regular season. We know the final game really counts. And then he really ain't playing against a whole lot of competition anyway. I mean, it is what it is, man. I mean, before you can go to the next level, how about master the level you on? How about fulfill your contract? You still got.
I think to win a conference against a bunch of other good teams, such as Florida A&M, Bethune-Cookman, you forget those teams had All-Americans also. You understand? Florida A&M had an All-American punter, and that I remember seeing. So they had all-state football players on that team out of high school. So it's a competitive conference, and that's where he coached at, and he proved himself at that conference. And I believe he can go to another conference and prove himself too. I don't care where it is. I don't care if it's Big 12, SEC. It doesn't matter. All coaches, all head coaches start somewhere. Period. And I want you to find me a coach with Deion's record, with the number of years he's been coaching. Find somebody with that kind of success as a head coach, not as a in years, as in head coach with that type of success, with only 5 losses in his tenure. Go find one.
All right, brother, you keep making this about Dion. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was supposed to be about the HBCU and the people. But like you see up on the screen, I got put up on here. Shout out to Desiree Perez. She said that this is she said God may have told him to go to Jackson State, but I highly doubt he told him to lead them high and dry. What you say to that, Mel? Since you
that's speculation. She's only surmising. I still be big speculation. You're gonna have to ask Dion that. There's a time in the season for everything. You understand? What do you want him to do? Retire there? He's competitive. He's highly competitive. You understand? Maybe he wants to go somewhere else and prove himself there. Other coaches do it. Why can't he?
You know the difference, man. Other coaches was not coming and saying what they making a bunch of empty promises and saying what they was going to do for the conference and for the whole HBCU. They wasn't doing that. Eddie George he was winning, but he the one came in with a big mouth, all on TV and all this, making a whole mockery. Basically, you're just making a fool of the HBCUs in the black community. That's what you're
doing. Do you not know Deion Sanders? How long have you known Deion Sanders? You see, I crossed paths with Deion Sanders back in the 80s when he was putting on the show at FSU with like 10, 15 chains on his neck.
I could know a man
boasting, but bagging it up on the football field. And then he came to Atlanta doing the same thing, boasting and bagging it up on the football field. You forget Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders was the only brother in Atlanta going to the bank on Sundays. You understand that? So that's Dion. He's going to talk a big game, and he's going to bag it up wherever he is.
See, this seems to be all about Dion, and he out for himself. It ain't no we. It's it's him. He used HBCU as the stepping stone, in my opinion. Because bro, you just came. You said that God sent you here, and that you had a job to do, and you was going to set this program, everything right, and now you're leaving the program high and dry. I ain't with it. Like another comment, they said he won the conference with kids that had already been recruited. What is his recruiting class looking like? Desiree, he did, everybody know he had a hell of a recruiting class.
Absolutely.
Go against that. It's undeniable. He was getting recruits to flip and everything. Bunch of
Absolutely.
5-star recruits, so I can't get on them about that. I actually I like Dion. I've been watching him when he was with the Cowboys, when he was with the Falcons. I ain't get to watch him really, I don't think, with the 49ers, but I watched him. We used to all go out there and play football and mimic Dion with, when he was doing his high step, everything. So I know all about Dion. I used to check cornerback, like he was a shutdown cornerback. He used to shut down the whole side of a defense or offense. We know, but what does that got to do with what the empty promises that he gave that he did not deliver on? That's all.
What empty promise?
Judging
what
man
empty promise?
What he say. I don't care about his past. It's what have you done lately? What do you say you're gonna do? That's what I can judge you based off of.
The Deion Sanders I know, if he make a promise, he's gonna keep it. He's gonna bag it up. So I don't know what you're talking about, empty promises.
Man, like I said, I really ain't feeling what the move Deion Sanders made. Let me check these phone lines right quick, make sure I've been talking too long. Hold on. Yeah, carry on, man.
You know what? The thing I appreciate about Dion is that he's not just teaching the kids football, but he's teaching them how to be a better person, teaching them how to be a man, a good student. You see, all coaches don't do that. He's taking it to the next level. He comes at his students like he's a father. You know what I'm saying? He's pushing them to their limit. He makes them think. He teaches them discipline, and that tells you, there's more to life than football, and that tells you he has a certain degree of consciousness and spirituality. I've heard him talking to his team, pushing them, and it's unique because the average coach don't do that. All they want to do is get the results on that football field. Once you leave the football field, they could care less. And you got students going out on campus and in the community, getting in trouble, getting kicked off the team. You know what I'm saying? So Deion Sanders is unique as a coach. And if he feels like he needs to move on, so be it. I respect him as a person, and that's that.
Well,
I love my.
Well, look, one of the beauties about coaching at the HBCU and Dion is that you got a little more security than you do at these Power 5 conferences. You think you can go to one of these Power 5 schools and have a losing record, still be there? You'll be out of there. So really, Dion was really thinking about that money and feeling like, okay, I can always come back to HBCU. I don't know what he was thinking, but I just it ain't no excuse for this, man. This is hypocrisy. This is hypocrisy, man. This is bad, bro. A whole generation coming up following this man and looking up to him, and family supporting him, and then he turn around and you're not who you say you are. You're not.
Dave.
Only good. Go ahead.
I attended the HBCU. I attended Florida A&M. At the same time, Dion attended FSU. And I know how we were very competitive. I marched in the band. I was in the marching 100. My roommate was on the football team, FAMU's football team. So I know how competitive he is, and again, if it's time to move on, so be it. He was given an opportunity at HBCU to prove himself, and he's going somewhere else. That's that. I don't think he stabbed anybody in the back. I don't think none of that.
Well,
I don't.
Colorado, in this picture right here.
Say it again.
He used the HBCU as a stepping stone, and now he high stepping to Colorado. That's what you see in the post right here. See, we got too many selfish people in our community, man. It ain't even funny, man. And we wonder why we in the state that we in. I mean, you had guys like Cosby and all them that were trying to help him. This guy right here is coming in for a couple of years. Clearly, you ain't coming in to lift up the program and turn it around and stabilize. It's one thing to turn it around. you need to stabilize it. You know what I mean? The
That's
program.
exactly what he did. Exactly what he did. Turned it around. And not only the team, but the conference, man, and other HBCUs, because top talent was looking at HBCUs. You forget the number of scouts who are focused on the HBCUs now, NFL scouts. As a result of Dion, there are many more scouts looking at HBCUs.
Man,
So he's done a lot of good, man.
but he was supposed to be used as a tool to bring all these players over there. Now that tool is left though. What you know what I'm saying? He was the attraction to the HBCU. He was quote unquote swag. You know what I mean? But
and don't forget about the coach down there at Bethune-Cookman University.
And you know what makes it so funny is that the man yesterday they were supposed to have a conference, post game conference. He ain't even had the balls. He ain't had the balls to show up at the press conference and tell the people of Jackson State, which they deserve the explanation. But the Joker cowered it out and just left it on a players only meeting and skipped the post conference. He knew he was guilty. Every day you telling these people God sent me and God is all this God stuff and man, you false prophet, man. That's why I call him that.
Well, I can't judge a man. I don't know a situation. I don't.
And if you out there, man, listen to Cliff. Call in, Cliff. Cliff, big time loyal State fan. His dad, Coach Walter Payton. A lot of you who don't know, Walter Payton came through at Jackson State. I wonder what Walter Payton feel like. If he was alive, man, I know he wouldn't approve of this bullshit right here, man. Oh man, I woke up this morning, man. I was mad as hell. Hell, man, this dude really, really sold out, man, for the bag. It's always that, man. Phone lines are open. That's 888-2725 raw. 888-2725 raw. I see there's 38 people watching, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button to spread this video. Other people can get privy to this video, man. They might be feeling the same thing and might want to express themselves on this topic. But so at least do me the favor, man. It's free. Just hit the thumbs up, the like button. Stop being a hater all your life. I appreciate y'all. I love all y'all, man. Hope all your days going good. Hope everything goes good for y'all. But yeah, it's 41 people, man. Hit that like button. Hit the like button. It ain't all about the subscribing. Just at least hit the like button. I would love for you to subscribe though as well. Hit the notification bell on all. Let me check the phone lines again. Phone lines are open. I think Nate the Great about to come through. Yeah, Cliff, if you out there, call in, man. I think I just Cliff, if you listen, and I'm gonna send you the link. Send a link on Facebook. But yeah, man, man, like I said, I like Dion, man. We all like Dion, man. But I just ain't think he had to go about it the way he did. He could have just came in as a person.
And I'm pretty sure Dion opened up many doors, gave many people opportunities, and I don't think he's going to leave the university high and dry. He's going to put people in positions to carry on all the good that he started. I'm pretty sure he has people in positions to continue to do the outstanding top recruiting and to get the best talent possible. I'm pretty sure he increased the scholarship fund to get these athletes. So you don't know the investment he made in this school. I'm pretty sure there's a whole lot going on that we're just not aware of. So I wouldn't just assume the worst about the brother. I can't judge the brother because you can only ask him why he's moving. I'm pretty sure they gave him a pay increase. Pretty sure money has a lot to do with it. And he's very competitive, and he just probably wants to compete on another level. That's Dion. He has to compete, and I think he can compete as a coach anywhere in any conference.
Hey, look, it's 51 people watching. 51 people. So, can I get these likes up? Come on, get these likes up. Get the likes up. Yeah, yeah. I mean, like I said, it's just hard, bro. It's hard to accept a dude coming and preaching and telling everybody to support the HBCUs, and then you don't support it yourself. Bro, I think that's just hypocrisy, man. I just don't know another perspective to look at it. We got think about Crypto Charlie. So now he is talking. So now he's taking all his talent to build a community 99% white. Facts, man. Facts. So people in here hit the like here. Facts, bro. Now it's gonna be hard to defend that, bro. I'm gonna get back to this comment. I'm gonna leave that one up, but I'm gonna get back to it. We got K back happy for Coach Prime. Definitely. Okay. Definitely. Not too but I'm sad for the Jackson State. I'm that much. Then we got Mizzy 20. He said, "You chumps out here hating." Okay, Millie, look, that's all you gotta do, man. You see the information flashing across the bottom of the screen. The phone line's open, bro. Phone lines are open. 8725. You know what I'm saying? I don't need an echo chamber, bro. I invite everybody with a different opinion, man. Just we ain't gonna get disrespectful towards each other. You come in here and tell me the hell on. Tell me you can voice your opinion, man. It don't matter, man.
I think Deion Sanders, Dion is a blessing. No matter what conference he plays in, he's gonna bring out the best in his athletes as an athlete and as a person, and that distinguishes him. So I'm pretty sure that many other schools that want him too. It just hadn't made it known. You understand? So sometimes
Auburn wanted him. Auburn wanted him. Mel, by the way, man, Stinkmark said, "Nah, we can't use money because he said that was never a factor, Mel. So he said we can't use money. You know what I'm saying? So hold on, yeah, you right about that. You right about that, my man.
Absolutely. He's a multimillionaire. He's not coaching for the money. He's coaching because he loves the game and the sport. That's what he knows. That's what he's good at. Being an athlete and being competitive it's part of his DNA, and he's good at it. So, it's not about the money. He just likes the competition, and maybe he wants to prove himself at another conference, on another level. I appreciate that. He's the cream of the crop. I believe he's the very best. Who's to say he's not another Bear Bryant or Nick Saban? Who's to say he's not? Unless he steps out and proves himself, goes to another conference and dominate, go to another school. Nick Saban did it, got a national at LSU and Alabama. Who's to say Dion can't do it? He'll never know unless he leaves Jackson State. Right, he'll never prove himself.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the chat, man. We got 100 people here. Y'all go ahead and get them likes up, man. Call in, participate with the show. Drop your comments as you've been doing. That's you definitely, man. In the comments, and I'll flash them across the screen. The number is at the bottom of the screen, 888-2725 raw. You know what I'm saying? Phone lines are open. Mel, I wanted to read you this comment. Dion, former hold on, let me to this comment right quick. But anyhow, the former NFL star revealed that he has plans to donate half his salary as the football coach. Anybody in the comment section know if he actually did that, follow through? And it says he was going to donate half of his salary as a football coach at Jackson State to help the university complete construction of its football facility. I don't know when he said this, but I hope it wasn't this year. That's all I'm gonna say with that. Anyhow, yeah. So he came in saying he need the money. So, Stinkma, you was right about that, Charlie.
Well, I don't think Deion Sanders needs any money. So if he said he's going to donate some money to his salary, then so be it. Give him some time. Maybe he'll get it done. But money's not an issue. You know, he was making what $10 million as a host with was it Fox, NBC, as a commentator. You
Yeah.
understand?
Hey, Country Boy X07, Mel, he said from 300K to 5 mil, I'd say it was a factor. So, you know what I mean? That's cool. Hey, man, hey, you got to back.
Well,
And
hey, you
you,
know the saying.
you,
You know the saying. Money talks, bullshit walk. So be it. Can you fault the man for chasing money when he's
hey,
competitive?
but don't come in talking like about something else. You know what I'm saying? But generation, Mel, they on your ass, bro. They on y'all ass. Y'all generation, y'all better get on it because the new generation ain't taking ain't none of that. Slow Brown said Jackson State didn't have clean water for the last 2 months. Shit, that's some salt to the wound, man. You know, that's adding salt to the wound to even leave them in that predicament. You making them sound even worse. You know what I mean? Wade, Prince Wade said happy for Prime. Mike TV said he say I ain't Pac-12. Shit, he ain't. He Pac-12. That's what he is. He ain't no slack. He said hold on. What did he say? He say I ain't Pac-12. Who Pac-12? If I ain't that, uh, he said if I ain't, that's probably what he gonna say next when he in Pac-12. Coach, come at him. Yeah, you're right. That's probably this is what you shit. He better let go of that slogan. He better let go of that. I'm telling you right now, because he definitely ain't swag. I think Eddie Robinson was right. But I butcher your comment, man. It's just so little on the screen. My bad on that. But I get what you're saying. Now you're gonna be saying he packed 12. Yeah. Come on, Dion. Am
If
I
Dion says he's Pac-12, if Dion says he's Pac-12, he's Pac-12 because everything I've ever known him to say, he bags it up.
damn?
So
You no wrong.
why are you going to start doubting him now? Huh?
Hey, somebody slow bounce Joe said how much bad at Jackson State should he have to endure? You know what I mean? Who this? MS said how soon you forget? So ungrateful. Exactly, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm gonna pull up something for you, MS. You know, not too long ago, your boy Dion was all in the hospital bed and everything. Had everybody praying for him, supporting him and all that. On his way up out of here, like he was about to die or some shit, man. My leg. Man. You know, Jackson State got behind him, man. But had everybody praying, had the whole stadium cameras following and everything, man. Jackson State showed him so much, and now he's showing so little. Come on, man. Mel, he was supposed to try to go for the gusto. You know what I'm saying? Face the big teams like Alabama. You know, he said give him a year, man. What the hell are we gonna do with a little swag championship? Come on, man. You ain't played nobody. Play somebody first. You know, and then brag about your little swag trophy. You know what I'm saying? We needed culture. And to me,
So what are you going to say when he goes to Colorado, right, and win the conference there? What are you going to say then?
who benefiting from it though? Who benefiting from it? I wait.
You got to realize a coach.
Mel, you just muted yourself. Unmute yourself, bro.
Okay, a coach is a coach, brother. Doesn't matter where you coach at. He's competitive.
Who benefiting from it, Mel? Mel, turn your volume down on your
Everybody.
phone. We know you, Kevin. You got two phones.
One is about to go there. So, um, everybody he crossed paths with.
Okay, that's another way to look at it. Old Mizzy 20 he said better opportunity for his son to make the NFL. I say which one? Both of them over there. And his sons like that. They like the school, so they ain't always agreeing They don't always validate what their father be saying and what he be doing. So they love it over there. So that's why I say which one. Slow bounce. Slow bounce said Joe said he was making 300,000 a year and donated his salary to help finish the construction. So he actually did that. Yeah. Come on, Casey. We can't be talking like that, man. Even if we don't disagree with somebody, we ain't gonna call the man that, bro. Okay, this one was for me. I'll take this. Said Abdullah said, "Stop hating." He said, "I'm hating." Okay, then. All right. Said little to nothing. MS said exactly. I don't know what he was. I ain't getting it time. But yeah. Hey, slow bounce. Add a little more to that comment you said. Yes, he did. He had some more context to that. We you know what I mean? So add some context to that. Here go a full comment right here from G Daddy Media. I was hoping I would hope that he would stay at least 5 years and build an HBCU to compete with these Power 5, ACC, etc. Exactly, bro. That's what I was saying. His job is really incomplete. It's not finished, man. He halfway doing some shit. He a man of the Lord. He's first, you know what I mean? But brother, I'm trying to tell you, but this is lukewarm, bro. This is halfway. This half-ass. You lukewarm, they're gonna spit you out of his mouth. So you know what I mean? We all from the Bible Belt. We know what you're talking about. Yeah, we agree with you. We like the spirituality, but damn, be a man of your word, man. You know what I mean? He said he was giving him a year. That's what he said, right, Mel? Give him a year to build up his line, so he beef up his line, so he can compete against the rest of the Power 5 team. That's what he said.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Opportunities come. He was given an opportunity, so be it.
Given an opportunity. That's what you tell your all them youngsters in there in that room that was looking up for you, huh? You only faithful as your best opportunity is what I was told. What's his comment right? What it would say? What if I told you it was written techno? He said, hold on, let me take the comment down. You know what? Anyways, let me take the comment down right quick. Billy Slaughter, I'm gonna get to your comment. I think you said who wouldn't.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, I see this comment. Oh, okay, I see this. This is false prophecy. Yeah, that's what Dion is. But anything, man. I could have sworn, man. I sent out the link to people, man. Hold on, let me send this link out again to the other host, man. Probably scared to come in here now. Yeah. They ain't know this shit was gonna be this hot up in here. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm gonna go through some of the comments, man. He said, "Who wouldn't?" Let me take that off. But hey, I can understand where Dion coming from, man. Shit, you know what I mean? He got a badass wife next to him and shit. Man, he got to keep giving her them fake boob jobs and shit, man. He got to maintain her. I understand prime time. I understand. How you get them is how you lose them, though. Mel, you muted.
I'm here.
Yeah. I said, how you get them?
So, well, you know, all the thing that matters is the wins and the losses, man. You know, and he wants to win somewhere else, so be it. You know, I want to see you criticize him once he go and get a winning record over at Colorado, because I know for a fact he can do it. I know prime time. He knows the game inside out. He's a football genius. He's a football prodigy on the field and off the field. So be it. I want to see him shine.
Online. Hold on. I'm gonna get this caller. First caller we got in here. Caller, what's good with you? Welcome to Cross Sports Radio. Man, what you got on this topic with Dion? Dion a liar or what?
What's good?
What's your name, man?
No.
What's your name, brother?
Nine figures. So Dion's not lying. How can you call him that? Did he or did he not go in and say, I'm going to do this, and this, meaning I'm going to go undefeated. I'm going to win a championship. I'm going to bring national recognition to this team, and I'm going to bring a big name sponsor to you. He did it. Right? Now, if you look at how long it's going to take for him to put himself in the SWAC in a national situation, it's going to take him 8 to 10 years. You cannot rest Deion Sanders as the savior to the SWAC division. You can't do it. He has to go to a team that's going to put him in a next position goal. Jackson State, he did great there. You can't take that away from him.
All right. Well, hold that thought. Well, he said it himself that he was going to save Jackson State in the HBCU. He said that. I didn't say that. What do you say to that, non-fiction?
So you also have to look at this. If he's being told, we just sold 60,000 tickets. When he goes and checks the books, only 28,000 tickets are being sold. That's money out of his pocket. So you're calling him a sellout because he's getting robbed?
Collusion going on.
That's a direct quote from him. Deion's not a liar. He's protecting his income. And correct me if I'm wrong. Is it not our responsibility as parents to set our children up for success? That's exactly what he's doing.
All right, well, hold that thought. Let me ask you this. So Deion Sanders already know how these HBCUs are. Look, just like Deion said, he's the man of God. Just like God used to send his prophets into the hardest places of Israel, the ghetto, which we think ghettos today are new. This ain't shit compared to how they used to live back in the day. They used to send them into the hardest ghettos. You think these dudes quit on the mission because people were stealing and robbing and doing all that? Nah, he still got work to do. What you say to that?
He did exactly what he said he was going to go in there and do. He set his goals, clearly stated his goals, what he was going to do, and he accomplished them. You cannot fault a person for going on and doing new goals. That's like saying, well, I'm going to go okay, so let me ask you this. If you said, well, I'm going to go out and run a 5K, and you do it, so next week you can't go out and try to go do a 10K? You're fooling yourself. Of course, you're always going to try to do better. And of course, you're always going to protect your kids. And you're always going to try to put your children at a better level. What's wrong with that? Are we deeming him a demon because he's all of a sudden taking care of his kids? If we're going to go after anybody, you should be going after like somebody like Dennis Rodman. Granted, he did go out.
Hold on. Listen, we only can hold the man accountable for what he said he's going to do and what he signed. He signed a contract for up until 2024. He gave Jackson State his word. He not only did he shook his hand, he signed the dotted lines that he would remain the Jackson State coach up until December 15th, 2024. What do you say to that, non-figures? Stop beating around the bush. What do you say about that? Hold on. Let me unmute you.
Checks the books and only 28,000 are being sold.
Start over. What do you say to that?
Okay. 60,000 tickets are being sold is what he's being told, but only 28,000 are being sold. So you're okay with a robbery?
Hold up, non-figure. Hold up. This is becoming an Ed Hominy argument. You attacking the university, you're attacking the person instead of the argument. I mean, listen. I'm saying what I'm arguing is that Dion, he signed up to be Jackson State coach to 2024 of December. What happened to that? He breached his contract. What happened to that?
So you're okay with your employer robbing from you?
I never said that. Let's not.
If your employer said, "Hey, I'm going to pay you 6."
Hold on, man. Let's stop with all this conflation, man. Don't have nothing. What did that got to do with the price of tea in China? I asked you a specific question. Now, if I'm teaching you're an intelligent guy, I can already tell you're well spoken. You know what I mean? A lot more than I am. But listen, I understand. Bro, I understand where you're coming from. But listen, the point is, the man signed a contract up until 2024. Let's not do the ad hominem argument or whatever. Let's get straight to the point, bro. Let's straight to the point. Answer the question that I put on the paper, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just answer that question. And I get you.
That's actually a really good question. I'll give you that one. But just so you know, thank you for that comment, because I am actually mental certified and I am autistic. But if you look at it like this, how many other players in the history of sports have left an early contract? Are you going to deem them also as evil, that they sold out? You cannot hold one person accountable while other people are doing it. If you're going to say,
okay, one question at a time. One question at a time. I'm asking you first, but how many people done it? Many people have done it. Many people have gotten bought out. But how many people have said that they're coming in the name of God and God sent them and made all these promises to the people of Jackson State, and not only Jackson State, but to the HBCU, and as far as going publicly, like all on media and saying that I am SWAC. You know what I'm saying? I am SWAC, all of this. He didn't have to do that. He could have came in quietly and left quietly, or whatever. He could have came in not promising none of that.
On that one, I do agree with you on that one, because since like October 3rd, I think is what he says, he's been visiting with Colorado, and then for him to go out and say I am SWAC, but then knowingly in the back of his head he's been going to Colorado since October 3rd.
Right.
So I mean, for 3 months he's been going. We're going to call it. We'll call it 60 days he's been going there. I fully agree with you on that one.
Yeah, but by the
way, in a way he misled. But as a coach, you cannot turn around and say, hey, I'm going to go leave for this school, but I need for you guys to still be pumped up. I need for you guys to be still pumped up. We still have games to play. He's still worried about the overall situation. Is it wrong? Yeah, kind of. But he's doing what Prime does. He sells tickets. Yeah, is exactly what he does. He sells tickets. And I ask you this right here. So thank you for taking my call.
Yes. Sir.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Go ahead and subscribe, man. Make sure you signed up and hit that notification bell. Thanks for the call.
First time, thank you for taking my call, buddy. Have a great day, man.
All right, you too. All right,
hello?
Next call, and welcome to Raw Sports Radio, man. What you got on this Dion conversation?
All right, so I'm gonna say this. All right, Dion, man, he came a long way, man, from teaching opening his own school, from coaching Little League football with his son. He's been with his son since Pop Warner. All he's doing is make sure his son gets that guaranteed check, make sure he gets in the NFL. And if you know Dion, from his starting up school and his football team at Trinity, he does not stay long. He has this history. This is what he's been doing. And his whole plan is to get his son and his daughter well off where they should supposed to be. Now, I understand what people saying at Jackson State, but, you know, what he going to do? Keep beating everybody every year in the SWAC? You know, that's, I mean, come on. He destroyed it. You know what I'm saying? He did what he's supposed to do. He defeated all teams. It's not enough time for him to, you know, to keep going to where he can go against a big FBS. It's not enough time. He got his shot. He took his shot. So guess what, though? With his shot he got. He's opening the door for the whole HBCU system. Not just Jackson State. He did from Jackson State, from Trinity, all the way up with him. You know, so any kid that wants to jump in the portal to come to Colorado State, the HBCU system can go. You know what I'm saying? As long as they have that talent and want to work hard, he's going to allow them that chance. Now, we like to get emotional as black people. You know, we like to get emotional, but he did his job where he was supposed to do, and it's no need to keep beating and defeating teams like he is, man. It's no competition.
I mean,
so he stepped up.
I got a question
for
you.
He stepped up. And
what's your name, bro?
My name King.
King, I got a question for you though. If you said, you know, he pretty much, you know, he reached the ceiling. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, then why not them Power 5 teams that you said you were going to play, you know, next year? You just give you a year to beef up your front five and your front, you know what I mean, your front four. Why not stick around for that? Because you say we're just getting started.
Well, he got his chance. He got his chance. He got a call from the FBS, right?
No.
And he took it.
No, bro.
But for him to build this, hold on, I got you. But for him to sit around and build up, you know, his line and this and that, he will miss a chance. He will miss a chance. And it's a lot that we don't know goes into that to go play a team like that.
Bro,
There's a lot going into it.
He ain't on their time. He on prime time. He on God's time.
And when it comes down to the business, it's business, and it's a lot that goes into it, like travel, food, rooming. We talking real, literal black and white contracts. So if it's not on prime time,
move, but I don't disagree with him, and I love him as a person. But I just disagree with his move. Fuck everybody getting in their feelings. I love the man. I like the man, but he did HBCUs wrong. He did Jackson State wrong and HBCUs.
Okay, put it like this. Do you want him to sit around in the HBCU system, in the SWAC system, and become a root that's just there? I mean, I understand it grows, but at the same time, look at all these other coaches. What are they doing with their teams and their system? They half of them NFL came from NFL just like he did. What are they doing? You know, taking money, not doing what they supposed to do with the money. You know, shoot, I'm in Atlanta. I marched at Morris Brown, and look what they did with their money, with a state of the art goddamn stadium. What's really going on? Is he going to sit there and grow old with the school? I mean, come on. He got a shot. He took it, and guess what? He's gonna actually open up opportunities for the whole HBCU system. Don't frown at it. Look at it as a blessing. He's not gonna shut an eye to keep, man. Look, he then opened up a whole funnel just for the starting with Jackson State first and other schools second. Florida A&M, Grambling, whoever else want to come play at Colorado State after their second year, come on up. That's the opportunity, man. We should be happy. And watch how we dominate. Watch how many kids jump in that portal from the HBCU system. He already told his team that, hey, bro, I got some dogs coming. They ready. We finna set a trend. We finna show y'all how we get down, bro. He doing something HBCU coach never has done. Let's applaud that man.
Right.
Let's not be frowning.
You're right. I ain't never seen that. Yeah, you're right, man.
You know what I'm saying? It's a good thing, man. It's a good thing. Like, man, it's money, yes, but man, he watching after that his son, Shador. Boy, he gonna make sure that boy gets somewhere because that boy done work hard. See, bro, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, I keep hearing you, and everything you keep saying is about me. You know what I'm saying? Me. And I, and my son, and my son, and my son. What about the players and everything you made to the HBCU and to Jackson State? What about that? Well, can you at least not think selfish just for once? That's all I'm saying. Not be so.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, but at the end of the day, he signed a contract, and that is business. Now, if they negotiate terms for him to leave early, then that's what they did, and that's exactly what he used. But this is what he does. This is what he does. He builds up a school and he goes somewhere else.
Hey, Mel, you got anything to say to this? By the way, I see your comment that I heard Prime never unpacked his bags at Jackson State. She said Prime never unpacked his bags at Jackson State. Hey, Mel,
yeah.
Say, man?
Yeah, I think the brother's right. You know, I think Dion is just making a portal, and in the long run, it's gonna make opportunities for brothers to come through HBCUs, put a couple of years in, prove themselves, and move up to another level. So I think he's looking at is a big picture involved that you're not looking at.
I hear you, but who does that benefit though? That's what y'all not.
Everybody. It benefits everybody. Athletes. It's going to eventually give more brothers more opportunity.
Yeah, team. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know what I'm saying? Anytime you want to call or pull up, man, and call up, man. We got you. We got the next caller. Calling in the queue. What's going on? Welcome to Raw Sports Radio, man. What's your name and where you from?
First of all, I'm not a man. My name is Cynthia. Man. How are you?
Sorry, how you doing, Miss Cynthia?
I'm well, thank you. I agree with you. I am absolutely, unequivocally disappointed. And let me tell you why. And I know this is a man's rah show, and men watch football. Women know football as well. Let me tell you why I'm disappointed. I attended Grambling State University back in the 80s, right? My girlfriend's husband is a Hall of Famer from the Giants. I live in New Jersey. I dated someone who played on that same team, Giants, right? The Bible says, what is it for a man to gain the world and lose his soul? So as an educator, I know that when I'm dealing with other people's children, I am utterly dealing with destiny, the destiny of those kids. How am I going to get them to the next level? I've always taught in an urban area, that type of situation. My issue with Deion Sanders is I've been watching his YouTube and following it from the inception. I remember when he was playing baseball and football because I'm that old. My point is that you had somebody, like the top pick last year come to Jackson State, even though he's probably going to take him to Colorado with him. He's going to take Shador there. I'm so disappointed in the men calling in here saying he's going to get his son to the next level. He wants to get his son to the NFL. First of all, Shador is one of the best quarterbacks out there in all of college football right now. So regardless of his daddy or if he goes to Colorado, he is going to be going to the NFL. Tom Brady is mentoring Shador Sanders. Number two, when Deion Sanders says, I am swag, you know why he made up those T-shirts? Because when he played, I think it was Tennessee, he went there and disrespected their house so bad that the coach wouldn't even shake his hand. I think it was Tennessee. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Hello? You can correct me if I'm wrong. So that coach said he's not swag. That's why he made up those T-shirts. I am swag. Okay. My issue is
really whack.
He could wait one more year before he goes. Now, college is what? Basically 4 years. At least get those juniors through their senior year with you. And then you got freshmen coming in. You don't have any onus to them because you don't know them. But some of these young men have made commitments to him where it's just like he's following the next dollar, the next Benjamin. I don't think that's right. I don't care how you slice it or dice it. His son is going to the NFL. If it's meant for him, if God wants him in the NFL, he'll go to the NFL. But guess what? It's not on him. God has Shador's destiny in his hands. He could go to the NFL, and on his first day as a starting quarterback, he could get blasted so bad that it could end his career. Am I correct? Could that happen?
That's correct.
So it doesn't matter about his son going to the NFL. He's taking his daughter out of Jackson State. I just think if you are committed to something, and I heard another YouTuber say earlier today, I can't remember his name. He said, you know what happens? We build up African-American people. Our greatness comes through and we build things up. And then the other people, I'm going to just leave it at that. They come and they take it away. And that's the truth.
That's the sad truth.
That's the truth. What he did down there, nobody else is going to be able to fill those shoes. Once you crush people's hopes and dreams, I guarantee you they're not going to have the same season. I really hope and pray they do, but I don't think. And then the other guy that was on his, what was his name? Something 9. He's talking about, they're saying they're selling 60,000 seats, but they were only selling. First of all, if he was watching the YouTube and watching the games every week, he would know that the stadium was standing room only, and they had people out in the parking lot that couldn't get in. So I don't know what he's talking about, that the seats weren't being sold. I don't understand that.
I'm glad you said that. Right.
Mel, I can't hear you.
Mel, I'm glad you said that. Mel, unmute yourself.
Okay.
You saying for me to unmute myself?
No, my co-host. Yeah, you heard me.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. It's the truth. We build something up. We build up the pyramid, and here they come. They're like, Well, come on over here and build our pyramid up for us. Make it bigger and better. I don't know if you guys watched the footage of when he went in there and spoke to the players, but did you see those players' faces? There's a lot of dissension in there. First of all, he's bringing his son, who's going to take over as head quarterback. That's nepotism in itself. You have to have people's respect. I really feel like he has shot himself in the foot on this. And he's not just messing with his children, with other people's children's destiny, but he's messing with his kids' destiny and other people's destiny. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's going in there, I'm here, I'm coming, I'm going to get rid of, and one of the players asked a question. He said, well, what if somebody is on the injured list? He said, if you're on the injured list and you good, then we gonna get you fixed up and we gonna have you play. But if you ain't been doing nothing and you on the injured list, we gonna kiss you and say goodbye. You should have seen their faces.
I seen it.
That's not the way to go into that situation.
I seen that myself.
People are going to. Can I say one more thing? I'm sorry I dominated this conversation, but people are going to have to guard Shador. They are going to have to guard his son out there on that football field. Does he really want to put him in that position?
You're right about that right there, because a lot of
and I lie to you not. I lie to you not. They will let him get killed out there.
Exactly. They won't block for him.
You know, I deal with young people every day. These young people different. They are very different.
Right.
They have no loyalty. You got to teach them love, compassion, and loyalty. You got to teach it to them because they don't know it. And I'm going to tell you what, he's putting his son in a very bad position. And all that jigabooing, where he coming in the stadium with his music, I can tell you this, that ain't going to go out there in Colorado. It ain't going to go. It ain't going to go. It's a different paradigm.
Right. Now, sister, I'm gonna let you finish up, but if you want to, you can you know what I'm saying? You can stay in the chat or whatever. Stay on hold or whatever. Hold for a second, though. I got somebody else that want to get to the call. Hold on one second. Man, we got I think we got Nate the Great. What's good with you, brother?
What's up, baby? Nate the Great. We just down here watching the Dolphins get smashed. You know, I love. I was just laughing just now.
Hey, to the audience, if y'all don't know this, you know what I'm saying? This Nate the Great, man. He played down there in Miami, man, with Ray Lewis and them guys, man. Went to the NFL, played with the Patriots, man. What's up with you?
Hold on. I was with the 49ers first. I tackled Jerry Rice in some shorts last time. That's how I got cut. That's how I got cut from the 49ers.
Situation with Dion.
Dion, man. Well, like I said, I love Dion personally, man. Met him a couple of times, especially when they came down here and they had our locker room when he was with the 49ers. He signed $1. I told him I wasn't never gonna spend it, and then I seen Prime some years later, and I told him on the plane, I said, hey, I had to spend that $1, and it was crazy because he came and hugged me because he knew exactly what I was talking about. And he said, I told you you're gonna spend it. It's just personal with me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, far as just being it's gonna be the same thing. Like, Jimmy Johnson did University of Miami because it's. Hello.
Hey, you back? Yeah, you back.
He can do just like what Jimmy Johnson did to the University of Miami. Every player, every goon, every thug mentality, he prime time. That's like Muhammad Ali, man. Like it's unbelievable. My thing is what made me want to. Cry.
Hold on. You're connected. Hold on, bro. You got to see this. Man, you might be moving around, but we couldn't hear you. Go ahead.
All right, can you hear me now? You can hear me?
Yeah. You're still picking up a little bit. Call in to the phone line. Hey Nate, we can't hear you, man. We can't, like this, man. You might have to call him.
Y'all can't hear me?
Hey, go ahead. Say what you're gonna say. Unmute yourself. All right, bro. You're gonna have to call in to the phone line. Hey, yo, Mel, you there? Unmute yourself, Mel.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, man. So people on fire about this shit, man. And we got Marcus in the call, waiting in the call, man. He wanna, address me calling Dion a liar, man. Welcome to Raw Sports Radio, man. Marcus, what's up with you, man? Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Shreveport, Louisiana. Okay. Greetings.
But don't do no cooning now.
Who know what?
Don't do no cooning, man. Keep it
cotton pick. Check it out. I'm listening, man. Is this real?
It's real, bro. This is raw. This is real.
It's real. Why y'all calling Dion a liar?
Hold on. We call it raw because it's right and wrong. You feel me? Raw. The acronym right and wrong. So we got to keep it raw. Speak on this, bro. So I
think he's doing something great.
How's he doing something great if he's taking it and giving it to the other community? White people don't respect that. White people don't respect the community. Give back to their own, and they don't turn their back, bro. They stay loyal to their people.
He did.
They never say, "Oh, we up now, so now we're gonna start fucking with the African Americans and putting them up." Never. That's why we still in the position. What are you talking about, man?
What you want me to do?
I want him to be a man in his word, and keep being a role model for these kids and back up what he's speaking on, man.
There is only so much he can do at Jackson State.
It start with one man. I believe one man can change the world. So because
he's accomplished all he can do at Jackson State.
Look, man, you from that Bible Belt, man. It says, "To whom much is given, much is required," bro. Simple.
Okay.
Simple. To whom much is given, much is required. This ain't it, bro.
So let me ask you this. Go ahead, show. I'm listening to you.
No, you go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Let me ask you something. So, if you believe that, then sometimes we have to change our position in order to help more people. So, I read today that Colorado and Jackson State may have a partnership.
But let me ask you this, though. You said you may have to do something else or go somewhere like Colorado, be in a better position to help your people, but it's not really.
Yeah.
People follow your actions. They don't care about what you're saying. It's about what you're doing.
What action? What bad action did he do?
He walked off and left in Colorado. He high stepped.
Do you actually believe that? You actually believe that? He didn't walk off, man. I think he accomplished. He's 12-0. He's 12-0. Yeah. He won the SWAC championship. They go to the Celebration Bowl. He's probably going to win that. So he's nothing else he can accomplish there. Bro, to be honest, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm listening to you. Go ahead.
Bro, it's just, you know what I'm saying? It's give and go. I say one thing, you say one thing. It's dialogue.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. But if we're looking at the dollar sign and the impact of like recruitment, Jackson State ceiling is only so high. Okay. I believe him going to Colorado, which he's not going to stay the whole 5 years. I think he got a 5-year contract, but it's just a stepping stone. Just a stepping stone. And he's actually going to take probably like 10 to 15 Jackson State players with him.
See, bro, I'm about to stop you right there. Hold that thought. See, that's the problem. Black folks, we out of being a damn stepping stone, man. How many times? How much longer are we gonna get stepped on, man? And then he doing even more harm. He taking the best players with him, huh?
But he recruited those players. Didn't he recruit those players?
So he gave Jackson. So okay, all right. He just you can't count on.
But let's be fair about it. If I'm Deion Sanders and you trusted me to come to Jackson State, I am not going to leave you at Jackson State. I'm gonna take you with me, just like he's taking a lot of his coaches with him. It would look bad if he left those players in Jackson State. So he actually taking, those players he recruited to him to Jackson State. He is bringing those players with him to Colorado. That's only fair. But we talking about a business of it. Come on, man, this is America. Black people too emotional. It's like it's never enough with us. It's like the last caller, that the woman, she was all emotional. Man, get out of your feelings. This dude is prime time. He's all about the dollar. Hey, look, you see his neck? So he's gonna sell tickets. He's gonna instantly make Colorado.
Hold on. We ain't gonna disrespect women because they call them emotional because they gotta. We're not gonna deem every woman as an emotional when they give an opinion. And we can't do that. Look, man, the sister was on point. She was flaming y'all. You know, I was tempted to put her on the line with you, but I was giving you the benefit of the doubt. I didn't know what you was gonna say, but yeah, I mean, maybe that's what you need, a little bit of emotion, because you need balance, bro. You gotta have both. You gotta have some of the emotional intelligence. This right here, that move he made, don't sit right well with people. I mean, it can't always be about the money, bro. I like what you're saying.
Kids? Do you have kids?
Carry on, bro.
And for people not to understand, for him taking his son and his daughter to Colorado, where they gonna leave him at Jackson State? No. Shit, they coming with me. And he gonna be the starting quarterback. And he's a good quarterback. So let's talk realization. They only won one game last year. Colorado, they can only get better. I seen the press conference, and yes, he did tell them it's gonna be some complete changes. What else they got to lose? They won one game. You the last of Pac-12. I can do anything I want to do because y'all ain't did.
And look, and I asked you, what did Dion do? Did he win a championship last year? Did he even finish his job here? He did not win a SWAC championship. He won a division title, and he won it this year. He didn't win a championship yet. He ain't delivered, so I don't know what you're talking about, man.
The title is.
No, Clark, you think you run this school? Huh? If you could, and I wouldn't be here.
Let me ask you a question. Hey, can you just slow down for me, Mark? Did he win a championship
last
year? Did he win a championship last year?
Did he win a championship? I swear.
Did he win a championship?
He did.
He won it this year.
No, he won it last year because he won the Celebration Bowl. He won the SWAC last year.
He didn't win the championship last year. He got beat.
He didn't win the Celebration Bowl.
Yeah, he got beat by SC State last year. What about this year?
In the Celebration Bowl.
And they haven't. That's a bowl game, and it haven't been played this year. So he's yet to win it this year. We assuming
they're gonna win it this year. They're gonna win it this year.
The timing to come out and drop this news is not gonna be good for the players' energy. These players ain't trying to rent the brick wall for him, and he leaving them.
Well, they lose. That's on them because he's already gone. Now they can be in their feelings, or they can go out there and play like animals, and go out there and finish what they started and go totally undefeated. Now,
come on, man. I'm trying to give you a chance, but you don't call the kids animals, man. Come on, bro. Clean that up.
I'm a total capitalist, so I understand the dollar signs of it. I understand the marketing of it. I understand there are always something better. And there's only so much that you can do at a SWAC school. It's still the SWAC. Trust me, I'm a SWAC graduate. So I get it.
That's what's up, bro. I appreciate your opinion, man. Mel, you got anything for the brother?
Nah, man, y'all enjoy. You keep on doing what you're doing, man. I was thumbing through YouTube. Like, what is this? What is this?
My co-host don't agree with me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I asked if he had anything to say.
Yeah, I agree with the caller, man. I believe that Deion Sanders is like a trailblazer. You know, he was fortunate enough to coach in our community, Jackson State, and now he's going to take it elsewhere to the other side of the tracks. And I believe he's going to have success there. And I believe he made connections while he was at Jackson State. I believe he can steady help the football players coming out of high school because they have a pipeline through the coaches there. And he had the connections there. And he can get them over to Colorado, which is another level, to the Pac-12. So I believe he's a trailblazer. He's doing good. He's always been flamboyant. And yes, he can go to Colorado, being prime time. I've seen Dion come to Atlanta in the early 90s, very flamboyant, and they eventually tolerated it and accepted him, and they accepted Dion for who he was. And as long as you winning, I don't care where you play, you can be who you're gonna be. As long as you winning, that's what it's about. And Colorado can't do nothing but get better. They're at the bottom.
Okay, so it sounds like y'all saying that Dion is Robin Hood. So I guess that means that he's gonna eventually come back and bring back the.
No. Robin Hood took from the rich and gave to the poor. No. He's not no Robin Hood.
The rich.
He's gonna be a blessing to the hood. You know.
So that's Robin Hood. You say you brought from the rich, you stole from the rich, bring back to the hood. That's what
no. Deion Sanders is a blessing wherever he goes. Colorado, he's gonna bless them with winning. And he's going to bless our community with getting some of our kids to the next level. That's a blessing all the way around. You know?
I hear you, man.
It's all about winning, and it's all about money. You know, it's following the money and winning at the same time.
Yeah, hey, appreciate the call. Marcus, man. Call back in. Go ahead and subscribe, man. Like button, man. Subscribe. Put that notification bell on. You know how we do it over here at Raw Sports, man. You can call up and pull up on any conversation. All right, man. We got my man Nate back. What's up with you, Nate?
What's up, man? Y'all can hear me clear now?
I hear you better.
Yo, you can hear me? You can hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
We can hear you.
Yeah, y'all can hear me, man. Yeah, I say basically, man, like I said, I love Deion Sanders. You know, I take it personal. You know what I'm saying? I met him a few times. And like I said, it reminded me of when I got my scholarship, University of Miami. Coach, my dad had passed. Coach Erickson sat there and told my mom he was gonna be my dad for the next 4 years. But we love Coach E. But when the opportunity presented itself, he went with Seattle Seahawks, and I was like crying and shit. Like, damn, man, I understand the business of it, but he took 19 players to the Seattle Seahawks with him. And the variation of playing with the Canes, I had just missed when I went with the. He was with them then, but he didn't bring me in just that. I had just missed it, but I did land. I bounced around, but that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? But my intake on with prime time is this: a lot of people don't talk about this, and it's like the Brett Favre situation, and that's fair for prime time life in general. I thought they were gonna be like he got shot and killed. Mississippi is a shithole. You know what I'm saying? Election state, all that down there. I ain't saying like
Hey, your phone line.
They can turn.
Hey, Nate, get the phone line situation together, brother. Call the 888 number and that'll clear everything up. I got another caller on the queue, man. I got to get to. Nate, man, Nate, a man for the community, yeah. So I feel where he comes from. You know what I mean? Let me go ahead and take this other caller right here. Look like they calling out of Maryland, man. They calling. Welcome to Raw Sports Radio. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Boss, man, you can hear me?
I can hear you. You on? You live?
Yo, this is Jay Bully. Calling out of Washington D.C.
Hey, what's good with
you? Ain't nothing. So I just want just give you guys a little insight. This is Slow Down Joe too. I was commenting on the live. So just to give y'all a little insight, so Colorado is one of the hardest academic schools to transfer to. So a lot of people can't go to Colorado. With Deion Sanders becoming the head coach there, they already changed that system to get more kids to be able to come to Colorado. When I say more kids, that I'm talking about the Black community. We don't really have good academics compared to other ethnicities. So now that has opened up a lane for Black kids to now go to Colorado and be able to play at the highest level. Another thing I want to highlight is this. When Deion Sanders took the job at the SWAC, everybody knew the school was going to elevate, and he had a few conditions for them. One of the conditions was that they would build a new stadium, which they were able to get. And the second condition was they would move up into a higher conference because he knew that his son had 3 years to play before he make the NFL. So they didn't do it in the 3 years. I mean, in the 2 years. So he decided to make the move to go to Colorado, where his son can play at the highest level. Pac-12 is the one of the highest levels in college football. So with that being said, people got to understand what it is, opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Everything is about opportunity. His son needs the best opportunity. Not saying that his son wouldn't go to the NFL playing at Jackson State, but we do also have to understand that there's levels to it. If you got a kid that's playing quarterback at Jackson State and he's the number one quarterback in the nation, but then you also have a kid that's playing at Alabama. When the draft comes, the kid from Alabama is most definitely going to get overdrafted over the kid from Jackson State, even if he's playing better. And we do need to understand that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like people don't really understand that.
I acknowledge that. That's real.
Like, so another thing I wanted to point out too, like, man, there was a lot of stuff that was going on internally at Jackson State. For an example, yeah, they were stealing money. The last 2 months, I don't know if you guys know, Jackson State hasn't had clean water. Like, you know what I'm saying? There was just a lot of few things that they was going through. And like, as Deion Sanders, first and foremost, with his background, he should have never got the job at Jackson State in the first place. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was way, way, way overqualified for that job in the first place. He took on the job. He was able to win back-to-back SWAC championships. Now it's on to bigger and better opportunities. And I feel like as the Black community, we have to stand behind him and support him best as possible, because as we're speaking right now, there's only 10 coaches that are Black and coaching at Power 5 schools.
So, bro, let me ask you this. You don't think with Dion clout that he has, I mean, it was cliche, that he could, continue to get people to support him, like Pete Diddy, he giving donations. You got Ja Rule, giving donations. You got people like Gilly the Kid Wallow and all them showing up. You don't think that they could help turn that situation down and
people would definitely donate.
You know what I'm saying? You don't think that they can hold on, bro, I got you on mute. You don't think they can turn that situation down? I mean, around and fix those conditions down there in Mississippi? I mean, you just gonna leave them people high and dry? Just leave? Respond to that one.
All right, so one, he's not leaving them high and dry. Like, Jackson State is going to still continue to be good. They're not going to be as good as they were when Deion Sanders were there, but they're still going to be continue to be good. Another situation that you got to understand is this, because I played in the NCAA. So, you know what I'm saying? I had 40 scholarships coming out of JUCO. So, like, you know what I'm saying? I went on hella visits. When you go on these visits and you go on these PWIs, man, when you look at these campuses, it just doesn't compare. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bro, there's no way. I'm telling you, like, I can almost guarantee you there's no way Deion Sanders is going to be able to get 5 linemen and get them to go to Jackson State when they go on a visit to Alabama University.
I hear what you're saying, but you're speculating because Dion already got those guys flipping. He already got them flipping and going to Jackson State. And actually, a guy from Alabama has already flipped his commitment and going down to Jackson State. I can pull that up for you if you want me to. Alabama, hold on. Matter of fact, I just go on. Hold on. Alabama, and actually, bro, it was a 4-star. It was the 4-star guy. You know what I mean? So this is my thing. This is my point. I'm just gonna get to it. Besides all of that, he could help. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, with the money that they donate, he could help. Turn this thing around. And Cosby, man, he donate to HBCUs. You know what I mean? Everybody, people willing to donate, man. You just got to. It ain't nothing that you can just fix in one night, man. Rome wasn't built in one night, so it's gonna take time. He signed up knowing that it was gonna take time, but instead, man, he was out to help himself, and that's proof is in the pudding.
He donated half of his salary. He was making $300K each year, and he donated half of it to finish the completion. So for one instance, we know that people are still going to steal.
Bro, $150,000 is not going to move the needle, bro. He was making so much money outside of that. That's the clout move.
And that, but you got to understand, who else has donated $150,000? All these people out here, like you. P. Diddy and all these people are donating. Only donate to one HBCU, which is Howard or either Morehouse. Who else has ever came out and donated?
All right. I'm answering your question. Pete Diddy, because your ears go mute when you start talking. I noticed. That's cool. I got friends like that too. But yeah, man, Pete Diddy donated $1 million. So what you say to that?
Why did he donate $1 million? Because Deion Sanders,
me,
prior to Deion Sanders being there, Jackson State has already been there. Why?
Hold on, bro. You got a moving goalpost. You asked me how many other people, and I just named you one. Now you taking this and turning it into why and all of this. You just asked me a simple question. I gave you a simple answer. Why can't we let that be?
Saying that, I understand what you're saying, but what I'm telling you is,
and I understand what you're saying. You're saying he wouldn't have never done that without Deion Sanders. So that even proves my point. That's the reason Dion should stay his ass put. He's hurting the HBC.
Jackson State has been around. Why hasn't nobody donated to Jackson State since?
How do you know they haven't?
I'm not saying that they haven't, but if there was $1 million donation, everybody would know of it. It would be on. It would be publicized. Nothing was publicized. Why? Because nobody has donated $1 million to Jackson.
Hey man, but I love you.
Now listen, this is something that you will be able to Google though. Jackson State will put that out there.
Go ahead. All right, I got
you. And these universities, when you donate, they put your name on the wall, bro. When you hit a certain number, if you donate over 100,000, to put your name on the wall, we would see these names on the wall, bro. Like us as black people, we don't donate to HBCUs like we're supposed to. Like the way white people do it, we don't do it back, and then we wonder why we're under resourced. We're under resourced because we don't donate back. So it's hard to get kids to go to a specific school.
What do you do?
You say that again?
What do you do for black people?
Shit, right now for black people, I play ball overseas, and I also have my own AAU team. So right now, I got 3 age groups for my AAU team. So when I'm back home,
hold on. That's a rhetorical question. I'm just asking the question. You know what I'm saying? I'm asking the question to get you thinking. Like, what do you do yourself? So you can't be worrying about what everybody else don't do. Worry about what you can do. That's all we can worry about. But I appreciate your call, man. Call back again, man. I love your spirit, bro. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't by now. Hit the like button. I appreciate you. And Mel, you here?
I'm here. As far as donation is concerned, look at the teams in the powerhouse conferences. Every last one of them play on TV. Each time the powerhouse teams play, that school gets over $1 million. When Georgia played Florida in the Georgia-Florida game, each school gets $3 million, and they split the concessions, and they use that as an opportunity to recruit. So Colorado, Pac-12, Big 12, Big 10, SEC, ACC, SEC, all those teams get a number of games on the primetime stations, ABC, NBC, on a regular basis, and that's $1 million payday each time. So how many times does Jackson State play on NBC or ABC? You see, so those schools make much money simply because they get the the coverage,
Right. Let me let in another. We got another caller. Caller 786. Hey, welcome to Raw Sports Radio, man. What's your name and where you calling from?
Nate the Great.
Oh, Nate the Great. What's good with you, baby?
Yo, this Nate.
We here.
What's going on? Calling from Miami, Florida, man. Yeah, like I said, man, I catch a flashback with the Deion Sanders situation because, I met him a few times, you know what I mean, and going to the University of Miami. Coach Erickson, he said in my house when I got my scholarship, and told my mom, once my dad had passed away, he was like, I'm going to be his father for the next 4 years. However, after we lost the national championship game to Nebraska, Erickson, coming off of a championship, he got to deal with the Seattle Seahawks. And I was sad, man. And he got it was just like this. But that's the nature of the business, you know what I'm saying? The beach right there. But he took 19 players to Seattle with him, you know what I'm saying? And even after my career was over with, but they was at the game, I almost, he was with the 49ers. He put a good word in for me. But my thing is that, that's how we bounce around. Deion Sanders situation, I look at from a whole nother aspect. As black people, we don't have a lot of leaders the way we should have. And I was really fearing for his life. You know what I'm saying, man? Because he should have gone in his pocket to pay for $100,000, for hotel and clean water. The United States, right? Got all this money, spending money, and all this tough shit, man. Embarrassment. It was an ambush. One of his sons got his ass jumped and got a chain took. That's not even in the media. Somebody followed Deion Sanders to his fucking car one night, and he said, "Oh, grace of God," that made them walk the other way. He joked with them and said, "Well, I can't run from y'all. I just got understand you." This shit was like scaring me. I thought he was gonna die. They broke in his office. They stole something. He had a big press conference, and he asked them. He said, "I'm gonna give y'all 3 weeks to return shit." They ain't return shit. And then when he walked through when they got in, shake his hand from the other coaches like Elijah Muhammad and Farrakhan, killed goddamn Malcolm X. That dude who ain't shake his hand, he said his man's over there because they came from that team and they got into a fight with them boys on their campus. So them was like gang members. It's just a different environment now where you can go on YouTube right now. You can go.
Hey, man, yo, you just dropped some inside information. I did not know that. Look, now that you said that, Dion, got my full support. Bro, I can't ask a man to sit there and do a job when he ain't got no security. You can't, the people not protecting him and he going through all of this, bro. I think, damn, I'm wrong on my own show, bro. I did not know all of that. Man, time is up, man. It's the man did his job. If what you saying is true, if he's going through that, I guess I give him the pass.
About man.
Go ahead, Nate.
Yeah, I'm talking about, man, they had robbed his damn his office first. And he had a big press conference, you know what I'm saying? It was almost like when Tupac got shot the first time. He was like, damn, my people shot me, how could they shoot me? You know what I'm saying? Y'all was like, y'all return it, man, just return it, because it embarrassed him, it broke him. His spirit was broke. He was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? They ain't return shit. And just like niggas and roaches, this what's gonna happen. Young Dolph did come there. Young Dolph came there, but at the same time, you see what happened to Young Dolph. Young Dolph got his ass killed. You see what I'm saying? And that was Sanders was going to get his ass killed. It was an ambush. And it was embarrassing for him to even anyway. Man, that didn't even the word. Somebody asked him on it, go to YouTube again. I idolize him. Man, corner. I'm saying like that. I'm looking at it like, damn, they can kill my dog, man. I'm from the hood for real, boy. You know what I'm saying, man? They got good for that kind of shit. But these young niggas out here now, they gang banging. Go to YouTube when he walked through the people shit. He doing his own thing. Listen to one of the gang members in there. He said, "Nigga, we bang for real, man. We fuck that nigga 3 years, boy. Oh, you gonna have to see us." They said that shit, and they did. They went, he listen to it. You can it's still on the YouTube. He walked through the whole thing when that man they shake his hand, hit his team, man, when he shake his hand, they should arrest his ass. So that's how niggas is. They're like, no, you have Malcolm X. What you said, we gonna deal with our own. You instigated this shit. And they kicked his ass. Same shit. Sick of these niggas, man. He never went back to the hood. If he would have got his tail killed, you know what I'm saying? Don't go back to the hood. This is the United States, like Malcolm say. We were brought here. So all y'all talking about, people didn't donate money, but I bet people did it in physical form. Don't take his ass down there. Fuck, I mean, we got enough organization number is written up. Deion Sanders was nervous every single fucking day, man. That man was uncomfortable, dog. He was in the belly of the beast. You see what I'm saying? That's what that shit was. Yeah.
Yeah, what you got to say to that? I agree.
Yep.
Hey, but hold that.
His ass was finna get his ass shot, dog.
Let me catch this call right quick. I'm going to put you backstage.
Okay.
Yo, we got another caller, Sam Smith, man. Welcome to Raw Sports Radio, man. What you got on this topic?
All right. Thanks for taking my call, man.
What's good with you, bro?
All right. Yeah, man. I'm calling about this Coach Prime thing, man. And we know this coaching, how the coaches go. It's like business. We knew realistically he wasn't gonna stay there for 5 to 10 years.
He ain't even stay there. He stayed like
coaches. So what?
You stayed 3 years. He needs to step 5 to 10. Go ahead.
Yeah, but still, you know, the bigger opportunity to come. You know, he had to jump while I was hot, man. And look at all the good publicity that they brought to HBCUs. Because I'm a huge football fan, but I ain't never really paid HBU any attention on Saturdays, except for Grambling State, Southern.
Okay, man. With that,
so I think he did a good job with getting exposure to the HBCU schools.
Word. Okay,
endorsement deals.
We got some fellas to cover, the college football, segment on here on Raw Sports Radio. Man, reach out to me. I'm just shoot me an email at rawsportsradio@gmail.com. Reach out to me.
All right.
Anybody else in the chat, man? You know what I'm saying? Just hit me up. Go ahead, man. Finish on what you were saying. Okay, I think this call dropped. Next caller, CL Smith. What's good with you, man? Welcome to Raw Sports Radio.
What's happening with you, bro, man?
What's up, man? What you got for this?
Well, thank you for taking the call. Well, you know, my thing on this Deion Sanders thing is, man, the brother to me, he told that all of us in our community that he was trying to build something special. And he lied. He stepped away. He lied to the kids that he recruited. He brought those kids over there, told them he was going to be there. He was going to build a program in the historical black college university that was going to be able to compete with the Alabamas, with the Floridas, the Florida States. You can't build that now. And just like the brother just stated, yeah, he brought some publicity. I give him that. He brought some attention. But let's say he gone now. So next year, you think ESPN and Game Day, College Game Day gonna be there? They ain't gonna come no more. All of them gone. They're gonna be in Colorado now. They're gonna take it there. You know, so when are we as black men, black people, period, gonna start stepping up and saying, look, we tired of them taking our culture, they take our music, they take our hairstyle, they want to go get tan. We do everything, and then again, here this brother go and gonna now take all of what we had and what we was building over there to them, to a school that don't even like to let us in, really. They, even with the transfer portal, they got one of the hardest ways to get in. You can't even get into the institution with good grades. So therefore, all of this about the recruiting, taking the kids to Colorado, I would have felt better if he would have went to USF, to a small school, where he from, his home state, and built it. And they already talking about they want to get into another conference. I mean, I'm here in Tampa, so it would have been great. It would have been better if he would have went to Cincinnati, you know. But to go to a Pac-12 Big 5 school at the first drop of a dime, you a sellout, bro. Come on. You sit there and sold all that to these people and to that community and what you was going to help them with. Yeah, you gave up some of your money. He said he wasn't chasing the bag, right? That's what he said. He said because he got the bag. He got the bag. So if you got the bag, you don't need that. You don't see Nick Saban leaving Alabama. You don't see the big, you know what I'm saying? When you got a good school, Debo over in Clemson, he ain't leaving. He's staying in Clemson. He could easily leave and go to another school in the SEC or somewhere, but he like, no, I'm going to stay here in the ACC, and we're going to make Clemson this powerhouse.
Right, hold that thought. Hey, look, take a break. So, yeah, man, you're right. I agree with you, man, but I got to be fair. My findings of, what they was doing to Dion at Jackson State with his son and, a lot of unsafe things going on, but, at least that's why I don't think you should go and profess what you're going to do. Just go in there and do your job and be quiet. Because you put a lot of, expectations on yourself. And now you're leaving the expectations halfway done. You know what I mean? So I don't think he did a good service to himself.
The kids in the transfer portal that transferred there, now they can't go nowhere, including his son. His oldest son, he can't even transfer because he was at South Carolina. Now he went over to Jackson State, so he can't transfer unless he graduate college.
Yeah, so the portal opened up tomorrow, man. So we'll see how that.
So but he done hurt a lot of kids, including his own child. He taking one, and that's it. The other one got to stay in Jackson State, which he done stopped following them from what I'm reading and what I'm seeing. He done stopped following his brother and his dad. So now you causing conflict in your own family. Yeah, that's crazy. You see, that's what's crazy. You know, he didn't even dress out for the game yesterday. And to be honest, if I had anything to say to those kids, those young men, as an older black man that's played sports, you know, through college and so forth, played football, Jackson State, those kids should quit on him in this championship game just like he quit on them. Because he quit on them. He ain't talked to all these kids and told these kids, transfer over here. Yeah, we gonna build something. He went and got Travis Hunter. Come on over here. Travis Hunter could have been at a Power 5 school with those kind of facilities, getting to play and played at Florida State. Yeah. He could have been doing that. Now you're gonna take him from Jackson State, which you did all that to recruit him and get him there and brag about how we gonna get Power 5 players and stuff there. I mean, top 5-star recruits and stuff into the HBCUs. Now you're going to take him to Colorado. So you taking him back to a Power 5 where he could have been at one already. Do that make sense? No, that don't make sense. You know.
Hey, Mel, can you understand where they're coming from?
Sometimes you got to look at a bigger picture, man. The fact that Deion Sanders is not at Jackson State gives another brother an opportunity to prove himself, you know. And don't think for a minute if Nick Saban didn't get that contract, all that money this year, trust me, he wouldn't be at Alabama. You understand? So money will get you places, and the money will keep you places. You understand? Including Nick Saban. He would be gone.
But money ain't always good. Think about it. Our people always, I know my grandfather, an older black man.
Yeah, but integrity and honor will keep you grounded. Go ahead, bro.
Just sit there and they tell us, all money ain't good money, though, bro. We all know that. You don't have to take all money. He could have got that money from the endorsements. He could have got money from other people. Like I said, he got ESPN to start coming out there. Yeah, he's giving another brother a chance, but is that going to actually give him? He's going to give him a chance to coach, but not on the level that he could have put everybody on.
Even yet, it's still a yet. He goes to Colorado and prove himself.
And like, he can go to Colorado and try to turn that around. SC is leaving the Pac-12. UCLA is leaving the Pac-12. They're going to the Big Ten. So, yeah, he's going to have a great chance now to perform and say, okay, I got us to a championship. Because your competition is leaving. Let's just keep it real. Pac-12 ain't what it was back when, you had the O.J. Simpsons, the Marcus Allens, and all of them out there playing, and the Oregons who was balling out. You don't have that no more. All those kids is going Alabama, Ohio State. They come in Clemson. They heading this way. Even the kids from California.
I understand what
he gonna go out there. He'll make some noise.
I understand what you're saying, but
the make more noise there. But why you didn't put Jackson State on a level to be able to say, hey, we want to join the SEC, and we can join the SEC. He could have did that. That's what he could have done. He could have said, no.
Keep it respectful, bro. Go ahead, Nate. Go ahead, bro.
Man, listen, man, it's crazy because I'm a Dion fanatic. And it's almost like this is his life. I mean, them kids, like this is like my book, Black.
This is life.
This is life. And look, Nick Saban has left Alabama. He came to the Dolphins. He couldn't win. His ass quit in the middle of the season. And went back to Alabama. That's it.
He went right back. That's right.
Okay, so don't act like Nick Saban ain't tasting no money, none of that. He left
But
Bama.
guess what?
He left Bama and he got his ass whooped at with the Dolphins, and
he went back there. Dion ain't helping us. What Dion gonna do for us right now? No, that ain't helping us. That ain't helping us.
Watch it. Did anybody watch it? This is my whole.
See, the Power 5 teams didn't want Dion's ass. Remember before he got that job at Jackson State, Power 5 didn't want him. His own alumni didn't want him. His alumni told him, nah, you go somewhere and prove yourself and maybe we'll give you a chance, which is the way it's supposed to be. As a black man, you let me prove myself.
No, you talking about you putting a band-aid on the wound, bro. You got bigger situations right here, man. They ain't got no security down there. You got people following Dion to his car. They had done broken the man's office. They had done beat the shit out of one of his sons. They took his chain. The dude, the other coach who didn't hug him, his gang members on his film, they getting under investigation right now. Because you can go on YouTube now, and you heard one of them when Dion walked through there. He said, "Man, who that motherfucking nigga think he is? Oh, he gonna have to see us." And they went to that campus. And with my cousin Marlon Barnes, when I played for the Games, he got murdered right here on University of Miami campus. And since then, they put little blue lights and stuff like that. But that
yeah, they got them all through it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We right here.
The private schools. You know what I'm saying? They murdered my cousin right here on campus. Him and his baby mama got killed in '96. Marlon Barnes, Ray Lawrence was his roommate and all that. Like, I was thinking about that shit. Like, Dion's going to get his ass ambushed and murdered. And that's what I'm saying, bro. We talking about putting a band-aid on the wound, bro. We got to, like Malcolm X say, protect our own. We got to protect our own. He shouldn't have even been down there anyway. And just like Brett Favre getting all the money, spending all the money. Dion
Brett Favre spending all that money.
And pay. Yeah, Dion should have had to pay for no damn water and hotels and stuff. That man, this prime time.
Well, first of all, listen.
The United States of America neither. They ain't got clean water. Mississippi burning.
Mississippi ain't got no hell. Mississippi ain't got clean water. But let's talk about it. Flint, Michigan ain't have clean water. Come on, we can run that everywhere. We can run that everywhere. We know it's deeper. It's more than just football. But what we talking about now is you telling the world you came into this. The God called me to help these black men and these young black schools and get all of this notice. Okay, do it then. Don't profess that this is what God. No, he ain't did it. He did it for 2 years. He got himself noticed. He got himself, and that's why. That's why Eddie Robinson. That's why Eddie Robinson told him. Listen. That's why they told him you ain't swag. You ain't swag.
Okay.
You ain't swag. He was not swag. He was not about that.
You talking about ain't swag, but listen to
he ain't swag. You want to talk about Malcolm? You want to talk about Malcolm? Malcolm stood up and fought for everything. And Malcolm didn't stop going to the hood. Malcolm preached on the streets in Harlem. Malcolm preached on the streets in the hood.
And what happened to Malcolm?
Okay, but guess what?
That nigga, that coach, who said he ain't swag, he like Farrakhan. And they were finna blow Deion Sanders motherfucking head off. He brought Young Dolph to the locker room, but just like Young Dolph, they were finna kill his ass. But all y'all niggas the same way, dog. You ain't riding Deion Sanders. You ain't gonna get no pistol for him. He come down here. I'm gonna have that 5-4. I got a little property called the great government. We down here in Miami, Florida, dog.
Okay, I'm in Tampa, Florida, dog. I understand Miami. I done been to overtime. I was flying dope in Miami, but we not gonna go there. We not gonna go there because I'm straight.
Tell me this.
Penitentiary, the whole thing. I done done it all. So guess what? Deion, tell me this is as a matter of fact, this is a good question. I'm gonna ask you. Just like
when they popped this saying where y'all was at with them pistols for him.
Guess what?
They'll fuck with Coach Erickson, and that's why you don't get their ass whooped now, because they got them racist ass motherfuckers back down there, and they don't let the goons come on the field no more. So fuck that.
Guess what?
They'll fuck with us like that.
Guess what? Jackson State, and Jackson, if Dion got all of this, he got all this, okay? He got the bag. He got everything he needs. He got state, just like when you see him on the field, they got some state troopers right there. They got them right there to protect him. You gotta understand? Okay, but guess what? Jackson State can have, just like any other college. You say you went to college, just like any other college. We know each college has their own police department. They have their own police department on each campus. I don't care if you're in a black school or if you're in a damn white school. I don't care if it's a small school or a large school. You have your own security. You have it. So if Dion was that important to your school, and I'm not saying this is Dion's fault, then that's when Jackson State was supposed to step up and say, hey, you make sure he always protected. You make sure he's protected. You make sure them kids is protected. You understand what I'm saying? And it's just like us. We sitting here, like you sitting here talking about grabbing pistols and stuff. It ain't about us grabbing pistols. It's about us as black men stepping up and saying, okay, you know what? Well, we gonna start coming out here and get our young black men to start realizing we ain't doing nothing but killing ourselves and hurting ourselves. See, I did that. I fed that shit to my own. I fed that poison to my own community. So now I don't do that shit, and I don't let my kids be around that shit.
Hey, you know how they party after the game? They win
Oh,
everything like that. Now we didn't have to come up with the internet. This is what I was telling my mother
Nah,
the other
we
day.
didn't.
We ain't had the internet. They dropped your location and they don't beat Deion Sanders' son ass. They popped his chain and took that bitch. And that's embarrassing. So a lot of that shit is almost like to put my boy Eddie James out there, but one time he failed a little drug test or whatever. That shit ain't make the media, but a lot of things don't make the media. Like when I picked the cut for one stop, and they hold it down because that's embarrassing to Dion. Like, damn, boy, they touching y'all and they done took
that's just like Chris Carter. Hey, when Chris Carter was in Middletown High School, he got caught smoking weed, but they didn't stop him from playing in the damn state championship.
Right.
I understand that.
Right. So I think that man leaving for us to feel his life. I think he's leaving for something else.
But I don't think he's doing that because if he was doing that, he wouldn't have left his other son down there because his older son can't leave. His older son can't leave. He can't transfer. He can't do that. And now he done quit. He done took his father and his brother off all his social media. He quit following them and everything.
Yeah, it
he
could
didn't
be a learning
yesterday.
curve, though. It could be a learning curve because when Coach Erickson left the Hurricanes and he left me, he left us, but he took 19 players with his ass to the Seattle Seahawks. And you be needing that leverage. So Dion ain't finished. You got to let him finish his route. You talking about, and all I'm talking about who ain't swag. You talking about somebody who played this shit. Nobody ain't never played a game like Dion. So he the best player to ever play in his position. So
Dion is the best.
Nobody.
Hands down.
He really got that.
Hey, Nate, I gotta ask you a question, man, from the chat, man. Crypto Charlie said, man, how is Jackson State unsafe for Dion and his family if they dancing and singing in every video? That's what Charlie wanted you to answer.
Okay, this the thing right here. You know what I'm saying? Just like we just talked, man. The young man that was talking about, we ain't going against the internet. Go online. We ain't that coach. That before then, go listen to them little niggas who on his team when Dion walked through there. You know what I'm saying? And who the fuck you think he is? Boy, don't know. He might see us like that. They went to the campus. So it be little creatures in there like party. Like he came in there, they talking to them cars, stuff like that. You know, it's just a matter of time. They gonna mess with that. They gonna dog his ass. Dion never get his ass murked because Dion out here on some dumb ass shit, man. You know, he prime. He shouldn't have to go down there and coach to that shithole anyway. He should have got a job like that. Well, she should have handed you out or Florida State. But nah, they want to go pick some crystal ball shit. We need more than the damn crystal ball. We need a damn magic wand to fix that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I love McCain, but you know that's what I'm saying. Like,
let me ask you, he didn't get support from Eddie George.
What you say?
He didn't get support from Eddie George. Eddie George showed him a lot of support.
Who, Eddie George?
Yeah, Eddie George. I put him on.
Eddie George getting support. Why Dion had the opportunity to come to USF and build something special. He could have built something in his home state. Recruited his own kids from Fort Myers. That's an hour and a half away. He could have.
I think the platform is bigger at Colorado.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, as you see on the screen right here, man. Brother said, you know what I'm saying, like he ain't getting no support from the coaches. You got Eddie George right here, you know what I'm saying, hugging the man, showing the man love. A lot of the coaches embracing him. The other guy, Doug Williams, I think he had Grambling. He showed him a lot of support. So there's support within the coaches. Can't focus on the
from Florida A&M showed him love. They showed him love. Everybody showed him love. We can't focus on that. The thing is, if he wanted to, what he could have done was came to his home state and built something. If he wanted to be away from, if this was a safety issue. Because trust me, if Dion go to any school in Florida and coach, everybody going to love him and respect him. Ain't nobody in Florida going to go against him. So he could have came here. You already got USF in negotiations trying to become one of the Big Tens because of their academics. So in another year or two, you would have did what you did in Jackson State. You taking a team from Florida into the Big Ten. Now you competing against the Ohio States, the Michigans, the Nebraskas, all of the teams that you could have been doing, and you helping your own. You bringing your kids up from your community where you grew up with your mama that was working her ass off. You can do the same thing for those kids. Not go out to Boulder, Colorado, where what is the percentage of blacks in Boulder, Colorado? 5%, 6%. The only ones that's basically there is the kids they bring to make them that money for college, to play football and play basketball. Come on.
Not many, right? But I'm gonna say this. One thing I can say is the only way Dion can fix this whole situation is if he go out there to Colorado. If he go out there, man, and he start, which I doubt, and he start untapping and start spreading all the history that's out there in Colorado, the Buffalo soldiers and the Buffaloes and all of that. How black men, the black cowboys settled that place in Colorado. Then you know what I'm saying. Then okay, he's still on his mission. But if he don't do that, because we got a African American heritage museum out there in Denver. You know what I'm saying? And it's untapping a whole lot of history. A lot of people won't believe black people have made a lot of history post slavery. You know what I mean? We got a lot of history out there in them Colorado museums, and we've been living everywhere. Just put that out there. That's the only way I can say he can redeem himself.
Yeah. Dion,
I think that's what he's gonna have to do.
Yeah. No, I'm telling y'all don't understand. Wherever Dion, y'all talking about prime time. Y'all don't understand that. I'm gonna give you another example. When Rohan Molly was playing with us, right? With University of Miami, when we lost to Nebraska, him and Ray Lewis on one side, they got in an argument, really banged Ray Lewis. And he told Ray Lewis, he started crying. He was like, Ray Lewis say he missed the He told Ray Lewis, say, don't never disrespect me in my effort. He said, because y'all trying to go to the NFL. My last name bigger than the NFL. Tell Molly already, dog. You know what I'm saying? Prime time is bigger than all that. That shit y'all talking about, man. We go to Colorado, we bigger than that. He a Hall of Fame. Nobody cares about the game. He gonna turn that shit out just like wherever he go. They gonna turn that shit out.
You think he's gonna turn that out? You think the white folks gonna let him come in there with all that rap music and all that stuff and do all the stuff that he did in Jackson State? That ain't gonna happen. And that's the swag. Listen. And they ain't gonna say just win. They ain't gonna say just win. Because if that was the case, they would have been done that. They would have been done that. They would have done that when they would have done that when they had the talent and people from LA and people from California and Arizona was going to Colorado to play. They would have continued doing it. But guess what? Prime time should have stayed in Florida or in the Southeast where he known that he's got his talent. He's got his recruiting capabilities because he can pull those kids. No, it's not minimizing because this is where the best right now. This is the best right now. This is where the best football. This is where the best football is played right now. Right now. Right now. This is it. This is right. This is the best play. So he could have went to you. What about UCF? What about UCF?
Yeah, but
what about FAI? FAU.
The same talk show you on right now, a few talk shows ago. We spoke about that. The bad boy Hurricanes, they not the Canes no more like when I played because
no, you know why?
From the South, they start recruiting from the South.
But guess what?
Now they nigga lovers everywhere. They nigga lovers everywhere. So
and that's what they do to us. Guess what? Yeah, they do that to us in everything we do, from hairstyle to jazz music to music to dancing to our food to everything that we have created. The culture here in America is our culture. Let's just put it like that. America has no culture but what the African American brought here. Okay, so now the thing is, our culture was.
In a straight jacket. They're not gonna put Dion in a straight jacket.
So guess what? So that means if he was what he was supposed to is, yeah, but he ain't gonna win no ring out there. It ain't gonna happen.
I know.
And the biggest thing is like you talking about the Miami boys.
Darren Hagen, remember Darren Hagen and Airbnb? They ran that out. They would let them two niggas do what they want to do.
What they want to do.
Yeah.
But guess what? They didn't even, and guess what? Colorado didn't even go after Bieniemy, and Bieniemy is in place to be a professional coach. So you telling me why didn't they grab him and bring him back home and let him turn their team around? See, that's the thing. And the biggest, and then the next thing that you look at is when you talk about the Miami and the bad boys, and my son, I'm talking to him about that now. He playing high school ball right here outside of Tampa. He's a quarterback. Like I told him, I said, whatever you do, I may not have been born here in Florida, but I'm going to tell you right now, any school you go to going to be in Florida school, period. I don't care who it is, because you're going to represent where you come from. That's the way we was raised. See, that was the club we came from back in our day. So you didn't have every
knowledge what you gave me. I take your knowledge what you just gave me of using Eric B. Enemy, which is a perfect example. And then they would do the Bourgeois Squad, as Malcolm would say. They infiltrated Dion with a bullshit deal to stop the momentum that he had going.
That's it. That's all they doing.
Yeah, that would be perfect because they love the fuck out of Eric B. Enemy, and they should have.
That's what they do.
So they don't love them.
You think about it.
That's fine.
They don't love it.
They just did
that's what
stop
it
our
is.
momentum. To stop that momentum, because what he was setting off was a frenzy. I just felt that the Muslims should have surrounded him with the protection, but he didn't go public enough about it. I think he was scared. Like you know how you get scared? I think it was that. But that point you just made by Eric B. Enemy, I hope it ain't the case, man, because they could fuck around and straight jacket his ass up there, and he can't get loose like he's thinking.
He can't get loose, and then you can't recruit. Think about it, and you can't recruit the talent up there like you could anywhere else. See, that's why I said these kids from Florida, they should be staying all of them. Back then, you did not have a national. Every year, you couldn't talk about a national championship without mentioning the Miami Hurricanes, Florida State, or either the Gators or either the Seminoles. It was not possible. But now everybody realized, you know what? Let's go grab those kids and take them to Michigan. Let's take them to Indiana. Let's get them up out of here.
Hey, Clemson had 21 players came down here and beat you up. They had more people from Florida than you out.
That's what I'm telling you.
Beat us by 45 goddamn points.
And then Georgia beating the shit out of Florida every year now, and now Florida's talking about they want to compete. How you gonna compete when you letting all of our talent go to Georgia to beat us? And then we don't even have our kids nowadays don't even have the pride to say we represent where we from. Just like in Ohio. Ohio was the same way. Ohio State was balling because they didn't let no talent get outside of the state of Ohio. Same with Texas.
Yeah, this shit. It might be a trick, bro.
And didn't we say that a couple shows, a couple conversations ago? It was me, you, and E. We were saying that we was trying to tell E because he Alabama dude, biased Alabama fan. We was telling you was getting all that talent from Florida. Remember we said that?
Well, what about that year Central Florida beat both the Gators and Miami in the same season? The kids going where they can play. If you want to go to Alabama, if you want to go undefeated. If you go to Alabama, you're going to sit 2 years before you can get on the field. But if I go to Central Florida, I might start that same year. So you going to where you can start. Because if I put in 2 years and I got my stats up, I don't care where I am, I'm going to the pros. So I can sit 4 years hoping to start in 2, or I can go and start my freshman year, build up stats for a couple years, and I'm playing pro football. It don't matter where you go. You want where you can get on the where you can get on the field.
I'm gonna make it even simpler for that. I'm gonna make it even simpler for you to understand this here. You just gotta be ready your senior year, because you can do all you want, but boy, when you do it your senior year, they know you ready to hit the ground running. So
now let's talk about
light it up
now that you bring in UCF. Let's talk about UCF. They're going to the Big 12. They're in the Power 5 conference now.
Wow, yeah.
So Dion could have came down here. Yeah, they done came down here. They done built. They done went undefeated. Should have been in the playoffs and competed for a national championship, but they didn't get that opportunity, and that's what happened. That's what happened. Right. So as far as Brother Dion, I think what they're doing is they stopping that momentum, because remember he took that number one recruit. He took the number one recruit last year.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
So they don't want. They was like, you know what? We can't have him. We can't have him taking all of the top 5 recruits, the 5-star recruits, and 4-star recruits, and going to these HBCUs, and then the other ones, people that got in. Because look at the people from Florida, Miami, that got in the portal to go to Jackson State to play for him. They left some of the Power 5 schools to go there. Guess what? Now Florida A&M getting those kids. Now Bethune Cookman getting those kids. Now Alcorn getting those kids. So they had to put a stop to that, because we was getting ready to tap their money. And that's what they did. They offered him that position to do that.
It pissed them off so much. It pissed them off so much. Nick Saban spoke out about the shit.
Spoke out about it.
Yeah.
Spoke out about it.
Get Dion to go way up to the top of the damn mountain with the baby boomers. And
go out there in the cold. Yeah, go out there in the cold and freeze your ass off. and get out and get away from where all the publicity is, because we already know that down south is where all the recruiting is, and that's where all the football is at. So we don't even want you to be around that. You go up there.
And that's all. And all your radio station and your underground rap music and all that shit, you ain't gonna have no rappers and shit up there.
No, they ain't coming up there. They ain't coming up there in the cold. They ain't doing that. And then and all those white boys and all the white folks ain't going for that. They not gonna handle that. They not gonna have all that cussing and shooting and gang stuff. That's what they doing. Because if anything, you would have got the enemy and said, "Come on, you coaching it right. You in the pros, and we got every pro team wanting you. So come on over here and do what you do for our college."
Yeah, that was infiltrated, man. That's some J. Edgar Hoover shit they just did. When you said that right there, that just woke me up. Because like I said, I was thinking outside the box. So we be on this show talking about it different than all type of other shows, man. And that shit is that's out of the box. And they just infiltrated us. And they did this, they just
trust me. I'm a Dion fan. I love Dion. You know, it's always been that debate. Dion or Bo, what's the better athlete? You know, it was always back and forth. Dion came up out of Fort Myers. You know, I know some of the people that knew him growing up, and they used to tell me about him. He only 3 years older than myself, but anyway, when I moved to Florida, that's what I found out. Dion, I have much respect for the man, but right now, you don't break your family up to go to Colorado. You don't have your older son not dress out for the championship game because he's mad because you leaving, and you leaving him stranded there while you take the younger brother up there and going to transfer him up there with you. See, that's what's happening. That's what's happening. And then he's going to say, I recommend TC. I recommend TC for the head coaching job, but then you demoted TC this year. So how you think they're going to give him the job? All I was telling is, brother, I'm not taking you to Colorado with me. I'm trying to get you a job, though, but you ain't going with me. I'm not taking everybody with me. I'm taking my real homeboys or whatever. See, people got to look at it deeper than what it really is.
And I did compare it to Coach Erickson, but I'm a back paddle it a little bit because Dion ain't going to the pros. He going to another college. So that's kind of
another college.
It is kind of fucked up though when you look at it like that. Cause they ain't get Airbnb, and that was a bad motherfucker right there, boy. Airbnb and JJ Flanagan and Darren Hagan, they ran that goddamn auction and they won Unstoppable. That was the best show ever on in Colorado. But Coach Erickson went to the pros. Dion going to another college.
So he going to another college. And then you say you want to go somewhere where you can build something, where you can make something special. Like I said, we know it was between Colorado and USF. Hold on.
Finances fucked up.
Yeah, and that's what it has to be because let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. USF, and it was down between USF and Colorado.
Right.
And everything that down here is saying USF was in the same ballpark. They was at 4-point-something million. Colorado jumped up to 5. I'm dead serious. Colorado jumped up to 5, and that's what made Dion go. Dion had more opportunities here because
it was closer than 5, 4. I thought everybody was like offering them like 1.2, 3.
No. He was in the 4s. USF said that they was willing to give everything to him to have him as their coach, but they couldn't afford the 5. Now they build a new stadium on campus, so they don't have to play in the Raymond James, the Buck Stadium. They build all new practice facilities, and they in negotiations with the Big 12 to join. I mean, the Big 10 to join the Big 10. So now you want to sit here and say you going to Colorado to build something when you could have built something right here in your home state with all the people that you know around you? You could have built something.
A lot of niggas ain't gonna go to
Colorado.
That's cold as hell, man.
Did you hear man when they got off the airplane when they was showing him around? They was like, it's cold up here. It's cold. Yeah, that's what you gonna be dealing with on the regular.
They needed that bread, man. My dog needs that money. He probably getting charged for some shit out because that don't really like you don't go out that south, that warm weather to go up there. You know,
Nobody.
I just don't. Cause they didn't hire the enemy. They didn't hire the enemy, and I don't know why they were just jumping and hire Dion like that.
Man, they
for the dang, they gonna put him in that straight jacket.
That's what they're doing. They shutting that momentum down. They want to shut that down.
Momentum. Yeah, cause
they don't want the stars at the HBCUs. See, because we forget that's where Jerry Rice come from. That's where Walter Payton come from. That's where all our stars came from, was coming from the HBCUs, because they didn't let them go to the Alabamas. They didn't let them go to the USCs anywhere.
Yeah.
But then once they realized we can't win without them, we got to have them. And see, Dion started taking those kids away. So they had to change that. And all of that stuff right now is going to change. He could have built something very special here at home at any of the schools. I don't care if it was USF, even if he would have went to back to his alma mater, Florida State.
Yeah.
I don't care. He could have went to FAU. He could have went to FAU.
He could have turned himself. Dion's so big and so powerful. He could have turned himself into like the Statue of Liberty down there and just say, hey, I'm going to coach 2 years at Southern, then the next 2 years I'm going to go to this one, and that 2. That's how Gangster it would have been. He could have just circulated himself like that because he was stirring up the pot like gumbo. You know, he could have just said, then I'm going to be at FAMU the next 2 years, then I'm going to be like that, because everybody loved him, and it would have been so appealing. You know what I'm saying? Because he did them years right there. Then he could have went over there.
He did 3 years at Jackson State. Look at the great Eddie Robinson that was at Grambling. Look at the great Eddie Robinson that was at Grambling. He stayed at Grambling forever. Right. Because he wasn't worrying about that. He really was not chasing a bag. To me, Dion is chasing that money. He said I got money. Well, if you got money, why was it such a big deal? They had to give you $5 million. You could have built where you was at and got them to join the ACC. Get them to join the SEC. Get them to join the damn Big 12 or somebody. Go recruit those players and beat a Florida State, beat a fucking Alabama, beat a Miami.
I ain't gonna lie. I wanted him because he said he was gonna beef up the front and they were gonna play Bama. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I wanted him to do. I wanted him to do it. Shit, I thought he was going to do.
That's what I thought he was going to do.
That's what he should have done. Man. See, that would have been nice.
Impressive. That would have been impressive, man.
And then he got he got mad and was complaining about Florida A&M going to play UNC earlier this season, but they hung in there for a little bit with UNC.
Right.
So Florida A&M already letting you know we ain't that.
Hey, Nate,
yeah.
If you ain't go ahead and build up and beef up that front line, then you ain't finished building that program. He was gonna build that program up, right? He was gonna build up that front front five so he could play a Power 5 school. He ain't do that.
Right. Yeah. He did, and like I said, young man woke me up to ideology that I didn't see with them not hiring the enemy. You can't do that. That was niggas, all niggas, him and J.J. Flanagan and Darren Hagan. They ran that with on serious, boy. Them niggas right there went crazy up there. So, Eric the enemy, that man coaching right now. I don't know why they didn't hire him.
Right,
you see what I'm saying?
Hey,
so I think that they use that to stop.
Right, y'all hold that thought. I gotta take the call 1 second. Hold on. The Raw Sports Radio. Who's calling? And what's your name and where you calling from?
What's going on? This heavy pressure. I'm calling from Houston, Texas. How y'all doing today?
Hey, hand up. What's good with you? What you got on this Dion?
Man, I got one question. Man, I don't see what the slack is behind him, because when you think about it, Deion Sanders, his job is the coach. He has a better job that's paying more money with better opportunity. So, I mean, we should be happy the time he did put in with Jackson State. He did, 2-3 years? He put them in the limelight. He put them in a situation that they was not in, a better situation. So we should be grateful for that point and let him move on and better himself and his family. I don't know why everybody mad about it.
So what you saying? We supposed to be happy with his crumbs?
With his who?
With his crumbs. That's what you're saying we supposed to be happy with?
Okay, all right. Prime example. Okay, he left crumbs. How long he got to stay there before he can leave a whole cake? How many years he got to put in?
He's the one that committed
in
to
and
it,
out. So.
and he the one who committed to it.
And that's why he won him a championship. He committed to getting there, changing the program, winning the championship. He did that. What you want? You want 10?
Hold on. He won last year.
What you said?
He won the champ.
Did he win the championship last
They
year?
just won the championship. No, they won it. They just won it.
No, he got to play for the championship. He got to play for the championship.
No, but they won the championship. They won the championship last year. They won it this year for SWAC. But they lost in the bowl game. The Celebrity Bowl in Atlanta is where they lose at.
They lost against NC State.
Yeah, and they're going to lose this year in the doggone bowl, because I'm telling you, I got a feeling a lot of them kids are not going to get that effort because they upset about the fact is what he did to them.
Right, hold on. Yeah, right, exactly. So, bro, this is what I'm saying, man. He not, you know what I'm saying? You saying he winning the championship, but he ain't really, bro, you talking about the regular season championship.
That's the conference. He won the conference. Yes, he's a champ.
He won the most games in that conference.
No, he won the conference. He's the champ.
He won Southern. He played Southern.
Yeah.
He won it.
He won the conference. He won the conference yesterday. That was the conference game. That was the conference championship. He won the conference championship last year. But when he went to the Celebrity Bowl, which is the bowl they have in Atlanta, he lost. And that's between the SWAC and the MEAC. That's the SWAC and the MEAC.
Right?
And now his whole goal is he wants to go to Atlanta and win the Celebrity Bowl in Atlanta this year. That's why he said he got one more game to coach.
Yeah, bad timing on that, though, for Dion. Bad timing. He could have waited for this.
Hey, so you think he lost the locker room?
I think he's going to lose the locker room.
Yeah.
Because we talking about young black men, okay? We talking about young black men. And we know how we are when we get upset or we feel like we get bumped over. When we get fucked over, we know how we are.
Right.
Okay. Those young black men got an opportunity to play college football. So they know about opportunity. So they should understand that Dion was given another opportunity. That has nothing to do with the locker room and them winning the game and proving that they're the best and they're competitive.
Mel, you can't say you give him an opportunity. Them guys can play anyway. But I hold that thought. I'm gonna let this caller fill it. Hold on, let me get back to the caller. Caller, what you got? What else you got to say on that?
The only thing I don't like that he did is I think he should have had somebody to fill in his place. He should have had a big name, somebody come in and take his place. That's the only thing I don't like he did.
I'm with you on that. Yeah, that's how you leave out. You know what I'm saying, with class, man. Just have somebody, you know what I'm saying, be professional and have somebody else, supplant you. I mean, take your spot.
That's not his job. The job to hire the coach is the athletic director. He's not the director. He can't hire nobody. That's the athletic director's job.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
I'm saying that would have took off the blow.
Deion Sanders has pulled there. He has more pull than the normal coach. So if he makes some phone calls, his word travels.
What Dion has is Dion has already stated that when he go into any college coaches or this whatever, he wants all to say so. He wants that to say so. So he wrote that, and he gonna get it. He get what he wants. So if he wanted Jerry Rice or he wanted somebody else to coach that team, that's all he had to say is, I'm going to step down and give it to him.
Right.
I'm going to go ahead and make this move. And then you still going to have the ESPN and everybody still being down there. Right now, if they go hire somebody that ain't known, all of that's gone. Everything he done accomplished is just going to go by the wayside.
I agree.
And that's usually what happens to us in our community. We start it, we get it popping, they take it, and then it go by the wayside. We die off, and they go ahead and grow from it. That's what happens.
All right, but hold that thought right quick, man. Let me bring in the next caller. We got a guy from Jackson State. You know what I'm saying? I think it's Justin Reed. Hey, Justin.
Hey, what's going on? How y'all doing?
What's up with you, man?
All right.
Hey.
Man, that was oh God, man, it's kind of like being shell shocked, and I was
Hold on, let's start this over, man. This welcome to Raw Sports Radio, man. Cliff, you know what I'm saying? Cliff, father, for the callers that don't know, man, Cliff father coached at Jackson State. He coached Walter Payton, when he was there, and Robert Brazil. His dad was part of that coaching staff. So, Cliff, man, what you got to say on that as a loyal Jackson State fan?
Like I said, I was shell shocked. I was just listening to this conversation a few minutes ago. And that was one of my thoughts. We got one more game, and wait, he'll let us down, build everybody up and let us down. I wouldn't even go to practice. I let down the game. That was a big letdown on campus, the community, the county, the state, the city, because then I look at it as being a selfish move. He had one purpose in mind, that's just to come there and build a team, and everything might fall out apart. I can't say that right now. But a lot of people were looking at him to be there for a long time and to be the next Eddie Robinson of the SWAC. But that didn't happen. And I think if I was him, I probably would have waited until the last game. But instead of doing it before, he took all of it. He took all the win out of the team himself. Now they got to build himself up for the game because they've already been let down to the lowest.
Good point. Answer this question though. Tell us about your father. You know what I'm saying? He coached on the Jackson State team. Tell us a little bit about his experience and your experience being around the team. Walter Payton and all those guys.
He was athletic director, but Jackson State always had a long during the 60s, 70s, 80s, up until the 90s. They always had good football team. It was a long heritage, and then when I was there, Coach Hill was the coach, and all the 5 coaches that were under him, Coach Hill retired. Then Coach Gordon came, and then Coach P came in. All those guys that were under him ended up being a coach at Jackson State. That's just the way it happened. Coach Hughes was the last one.
So what you're saying? So when they graduated, they didn't graduate to another conference or another school. More or less another team. I mean, more or less another conference. They went on and graduated with in-house.
Yeah, they stayed there. But my opinion of Dion has changed. And it's sort of like being used as his personal stepping stone to go to higher grounds.
Right. What you got?
That's what
y'all think about that?
And I think it was really disrespectful that you didn't even speak at the news conference last night for the SWAC after the game. You too busy trying to get on the plane and fly to Colorado. You talked to your team, but you didn't go out there and speak to all those press and all the other people because you knew they was gonna ask you why you leaving. Why you leaving before the season over with?
Right. And that just
that just really disrespectful.
Oh, it is. It's just like, I got what I wanted. I took you to this place. Now you're on your own. And it's like all this stuff he was saying, preach all these years, believe. And then he back on everybody.
Mm-hmm.
He turned back on everybody.
Of doubt in them young men. You know what I'm saying? A lot of those young men looking up to Dion, he encouraging them to go to HBCUs. And then these guys, I don't know who it is.
Imagine how those guys are. How
Right. A lot of those guys, man, they were looking up to Dion. Dion was visiting guys come back to the HBCU, got him over to the Jackson State, and telling them to be loyal to the HBCUs. It's a new day, and then he turned around and not be loyal himself. So I don't know what's that about. You know what I mean? Like that's hypocritical right there.
He had tarnished his brother.
You sowing belief instead of belief.
So what do you want him to do?
He had tarnished his time Deion Sanders fame because of what he did. He had tarnished his reputation.
Mel, what you were saying?
I mean, he made a decision to go to Colorado. So I mean, what do you want him to do? Stand in front of the cameras and tell people that? It was nothing he could say that's gonna appease those people to make them understand or make them accept that. So wisdom is just to go ahead and do your business. That's just the wise thing to do. It was nothing he could say to appease those people
That's that.
or the fans.
Well, the biggest thing he should have been trying to do is appease his son. Because you heard his son when he was giving his little speech, and he said that God called him collect. And then his son told him, yeah, but it was disconnected.
Yeah.
That came out of his own son's mouth.
Yeah. I never did like when he would always, during the time when he would say that God called him collect. Now, he didn't heard it. I don't really think his son is going to, I don't know, but that hurt him.
Yeah, it hurt him.
Oh, yeah, it hurt him because he's been coaching them all their life, and I think Shakur, he's established himself as a reputable quarterback. I really chew it up. I hope he don't go with it. I hope he don't follow it. I hope he don't follow it.
Well, from his press conference today when he met with the team, he already told him his quarterback is coming, and he got 4 other guys coming with him that he knows. So he already knows he's going to take his son.
Hey, CL, let me get you to run that back again with the part you said about Dion saying the guy called him collect. Bro, I got to hear that again. What did he say again?
I said, guy was, when he was speaking yesterday in his little meeting to the team, if you look at the clip that his youngest son, little Dion, was recording, he said, God called you collect. And his son, the older son that didn't dress out, said, and he must have disconnected the call.
But you can go back and look over the last, especially over the interviews over the last few months. He always started out when he was talking, God called me collect, and I accepted it. He's been saying that. Yeah, I understand. But what his son said was profound. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you bounced out. And you leaving me here. And his son loves Jackson State.
Oh, yeah.
He transferred from the University of South Carolina in the SEC to go to Jackson State. So he left the Power 5 school.
Right.
And now your daddy gonna leave you there stranded. Like, I'm gone. Bye. Me and your little brother gone.
Right.
But you gonna be stuck here.
Hold that thought, fellas. I got another caller. I want to go and take in. BG Garrett, what's up, man? Welcome to Raw Sports Radio, man. What you got on this topic? Prime time.
Hey, what's going on, my guy? I appreciate you brothers, us coming together and having this intellectual dialogue, right? And the biggest thing, I'm a FAMU grad, so I came out of FAMU, HBCU, of course, the best HBCU in the country.
Amen. Amen.
Hey, check this out, right? God has given that brother a special talent, right? And so that man took that and he could have transcended. Right, he could have transcended the landscape and the atmosphere of the entire country. To be honest with you, man, things could have really truly shifted. Right. And so when he made this move right here, man, does it get any more coonery? Does it get any more buffoonery? Does it get any more Uncle Thomas?
Right. Crazy.
That's what it is. That's exactly what it was.
Yeah, man, because you can't tell me that it's about the money, because like y'all stated earlier, which made a very valid point. The endorsement's coming. The endorsement's there. I heard him speak earlier talking about he coming.
Yeah, he coming.
Hey, nah, Negro, you left.
Yeah.
Because you got Under Armour, who already done offered all the uniforms and the cleats and stuff, so he getting everything he needs.
Yeah, man. Man. That's
he got me to believe. He fooled.
But I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this in closing. Black man, is what he did to those young boys is no different from what their dad had done to them, what they've seen their whole life.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Now that's powerful. There. Now you think about that, brother.
Yeah, that's deep.
I think we're gonna end it on that note.
And man. We can do that. We can do that.
That's the end of the show, right, man. Hey, I appreciate all the love and support, man. We had at least about 200 people up in here, man. Y'all keep tuning in. Raw Sports Radio. We keep it raw. R for right. Raw is acronym for raw. Raw is acronym for right and wrong, and we're gonna always keep it raw, man. Even if it ain't right or even if it's wrong. You know, I mean, even if it's wrong or even if it's right, man, we're gonna keep it raw. We're gonna speak our honest opinion. Y'all know the phone line is 888-272-5729. That's raw. You need to go ahead and hit the like, subscribe button, put that notification bell on, and y'all stay tuned in, and man, we're gonna keep this content coming. And I hope for y'all to come back the next time, man, and just stay tuned in. We come every Sunday, man. We do something. All right, man. We out of here, so.
Hey, I appreciate you, bro. Hey, we boycotting this game, bro. We ain't watching that shit. Nah.
Peace and love, all y'all brothers.
All right, man. Keep it raw.